That's not good. Wait, no, it's working. Haha. Yeah. Hello, Internet. We're back again with another unboxing at our local gaming store, the Sword and Board. With me, as always, is Cody, one of the assistant managers here at the Sword and Board. It's the Portugal Lake Gaming Store. Today, we have so much stuff here. You can't see the pile of it behind Cody, but we have Shrouded. Was it Shrouded? Like Shrouded Fable from Pokemon. A bunch of Shrouded Fable stuff. We have Assassin's Creed Magic the Gathering from Universes Beyond, and we have a butt ton, and you can quote me on that, a butt ton of Bloomburrow, if you liked rabbits and otters. Have you seen that meme where it's just like you draw a rabbit, everyone draws a rabbit, then you draw a rabbit for each rabbit, everyone draws a rabbit? Like they blocked out a lot of the
yeah, there's a lot of rabbits.
It's been a fun set. How are you doing today, Cody?
Doing well.
Again, like we are in the in dungeon of the Sword and Board, a local gaming store here in Ucala, California. Stop by if you want and say hi. It's a really casual stream. We don't mind it. And I think, other than that, like I started late today, so I should probably just get into it. Let me go back to the TCG cam. There we go. A little bit more there. You can see more of us. So, what do you know about Shrouded Fable?
Shrouded Fable is a small set that has, it's primarily known as like a premium set, so there's no individual packs for sale, mostly. So the set's much smaller with a lot of more, usually themed around a certain idea. So there's I know from at least a lot of the packaging at the moment, they have a lot of full Pokemon lines. So they'll have like things where they'll have like the full 3 stages of Pokemon. But it includes some of the new Pokemon from the Scarlet Violet era. So like their final form. So
their final form.
Yeah.
Their evolution. So like the Kingdra, all the new stuff. So let's get right into this. Do you play the Pokemon trading card game at all?
I used to play a little bit. I still collect some of the cards. I have like my favorite Pokemon and everything, but I still try to keep up to date with it. It's a lot of fun. Also, like full illustrated art cards in this set that a lot of people usually are looking for. I don't know what the biggest hit in this one, but there's definitely some of the newer ones from the DLC that came out for the game. So.
Oh yeah, the expansion. I mean, this card, other than like the GXs and EXs, this card game has pretty much stayed consistent.
Yeah.
Like they don't add new mechanics a ton of the time. Sometimes they do rapid, like I think they did like a rapid strike or fury strike, something like that will be introduced every now and then, but it's pretty rare.
Yeah, they usually rotate out mechanics, so that's the one I think it's a future one.
Let's get this forward so when we sit down, you don't have to like be so far high.
Yeah.
Come here, hold on. Let's move this. Goes to nothing fall, please. For the love of God, nothing fall. You want to make sure that you're comfortable without having to do that stuff. All right.
So there's
I'll go a little lower. Behind the scenes. There we go. Oops.
Darkness.
Turn my light off. All right, people who stop by, if my staff TJ is probably lurking. If they can't see anything, they'll let us know if we sound bad. Mm-hmm. Iron Moth. Oh, the future. They brought back the future cards. Yep. Need the soundboard for that one.
That's funny. That's the other one of it. I think that's a past version of it.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that frame. In that art, there's a lot going on.
Let's see. Yeah, the ancient, the future ones.
It looks like I just pull it normally and it goes at Cassiopeia.
And then should be reverse.
Oh, that's pretty. I like that Meowth.
So it should be 2 reverses in your rare. Your rares.
I feel like they're going cheap on the hologram on the hollows a little bit. Like I remember, like if you look at like, the first 4 sets, like the back was like contrasted. Nothing else was shiny, but just the back, and it gave you that really like '90s holographic card feel. And now it kind of I feel like it washes out.
Yeah, some of
the card.
Newer cards they do vary, but I know sometimes when it gets to like the full art cards, that's when it gets a little bit more exciting. And that should be the last.
There we go. Put that over there. we're gonna go through these Pokemon cards rather quickly because it is a small set.
Yeah.
You said it didn't even have boxes released, right? It's just the little bonus sets.
I think with all the extra cards, the set's like under 90 cards entirely, but that's like with one like the big hits per se.
This is a 64.
Yeah, well, yeah. So that's where how you can tell what the secret rares are, because
Oh.
like number 65 would be the first one. I think it cops off at like 83, 84, something like that.
Andrew, and another
Dentistry
rare is. What's that healing potion? Like, this is I think the championships are coming up too in Hawaii. I do believe. We have our own Ozzy Mejia on the floor there.
Nice.
We'll have live coverage. I'm actually taking the next 2 days off, Monday, Tuesday, because we have to come in that weekend and help him with the social coverage that we'll be doing. So now we're gonna do these what do they call them? Gifts? They're just gift sets, right?
Yeah, they're just like premium packages, and they'll throw like extra words on this. So this one's called that one's called the illustration collection, and this one's called the special illustration collection.
Now remember they did this. They made a special condition with a special edition with like the Charizard in it, and like the Charizard value like skyrocketed through the ground.
Yeah.
It went from like a $300 card like a $100 card.
Yeah, it keeps people excited, especially
With his Charizard.
Yeah. Because most people just try to collect this game from our observation of what is done here. Of course, it may vary from store to store. We also have some people that play, but it's easy for people to see a Charizard and want to buy it because it's a Charizard and popularity. But yeah, so the things just slide off the top of it.
Casey said baseball cards is a good way to describe
Yeah,
it.
it's very much like that, but luckily there's still a playable game to it.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
So it's like, can I do
You
this?
should be able to grab the back there.
There we go.
And there should be that, and they should have a promo card on one of those behind one of them, I think.
All right, so do this.
Yeah.
So you get like a shiny. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. How like
Yeah.
it's like sparkles. If you can see it on the sparkles, and then this is the full art, right?
Yeah. So.
Is this playable? Yep, same
Yeah.
background. And then another sparkle one. That's kind of cool. Like these are cool too because if you have like a favorite Pokemon, if King Gambit's one of your favorites, like you can just get it without having to chase.
Oh, yeah.
Boxes and boxes and boxes, or buy singles.
Yeah, it definitely helps with some of these things. So I know one of the better ones are for the Scarlet and Violet era. We got the 3 starter Pokemon for this generation, and those ones sold pretty well because people like all the 3 starters.
Sorry, I'm handing you the trash now.
Yeah.
Instead of, it's a role reversal today. Patrick's here. My friend Patrick's on the phone. I'm going to yell at him because he should be at work. Why don't you work? Oh, I like the Eevee. Everyone likes Eevee. Does that mean that there's going to be Vaporeon and Flareon?
Maybe one of them, yeah. It's been a while since I actually played Eevee.
Oh, Crobats. Good old Crobats. I'm recognizing. Where's Donovan today? Is Donovan in the chat? Do you have a favorite Pokemon, Donovan? You like the fire one. The fire one. What was that? The monkey, the cat, and the...
Oh, so it was like, it was Litten,
Ooh!
Gronky. Oh, that's cool. So
Hey, we got a hit.
it's a full art, and it's the cover art guy, too.
Oh, look at that. That's so gorgeous. And like there's texture on it too,
Yeah.
which is wild. I've noticed that the Lorcana cards have like taken a note from these. Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
start to look like these now.
Oh, no, I think every other TCG is borrowing from another one, because I've played, a plethora of different TCGs, and they go from, like, some will do something unique and different, and then fast forward, like a financial quarter ahead, and then you see another TCG taking just one for one off of it.
Now, and I get to do your role today, so I'm going to look for your approval when I do this,
Yeah,
right? And then do this.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Left and right. Good cards.
Yeah, but no, yeah, it's exciting with seeing some of how like the foils they do for the, because they kind of shied away from like doing like the rainbows as much because they were not as favorited. So luckily, Pokemon does pay attention to at least the people that are consuming and buying these cards that they. What's that?
Sylveon.
Oh yeah, it is. So
But it's supposed to be fairy type.
So they don't have, because fairy beats dragon and vice versa, and then there's some things vice versa where typing becomes like an issue. So they tried to hinder from having too many opposing typings in there.
Right.
So as of now, there's dragons available in the set, so they removed fairy for now.
Okay.
And they might bring it back into the future, but they also might just remove dragons. So there's not like a clearly It's where Pokemon, you get their 3 starters of fire, water, and grass.
Yeah, grass.
It's like rock, paper, and scissors.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna. Patrick, you should be at work. Why aren't you at work?
I took my lunch break.
Excuse me,
Oh
sir.
my God, what
I don't believe you for a second.
well, I have to pay for that huge pile of things that I put yesterday.
Thought you were out of credit.
Cody, you left and I continued going through the
Oh,
box.
okay.
Sorry, we're talking. I'm joking, but I'm talking to my friend Patrick right now. He's developed a nice magic problem in the last couple months.
I don't pick up games, I pick up part-time jobs.
Yeah. You just exchange one addiction for another.
Let's complete a set.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Last time I left here at 8 o'clock last night. It was still here.
He's doing. Patrick can do the meta thing like that.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that. I think you can do that too a little bit. I'm terrible at it. I'm just like, oh, this card looks fun, and I make it this terrible deck. It's why I'm always dead last in those Locana tournaments. And a Tapu Blue, whatever that is. What are these things?
Oh, Tapu. So those ones are specifically called Ultra Beasts, and they're from the Sun and Moon era. So they're all insectoid like creatures. But they're like different things. It's like Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, Tapu. It just is a certain type of things, and then there's also these other things like Guzzlord, Buzzswole, and stuff like that. So they're just these Pokemon that are loosely like indigenous to Hawaii.
Oh, okay. The whatever Hasu region or whatever they call it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
wait, is this?
probably not realistically.
Okay.
Fortunately, there's a lot of similarities with like other TCGs where there's more prominent rares and other ones. So
More chase cards.
yeah.
The chase cards have always been a thing in this thing for like Houndour. Okay.
I think this set kind of boils down a lot to the illustration arts. So outside the full art that you pulled, which is a good pull, there's different things were not as textured, but they are full art cards with a lot of art going on.
I do like the Pokeball symbol on these.
Oh, yeah.
Like it looks very nice.
Oh yeah, there was a small stint where people were not overly deep excited for the reverses because they definitely that's cool.
Dude, do you know how long it's been since I pulled a foil
Energy.
Like it's been like years.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I think of course they make secret rares versions of them, so they're all gold bordered and everything. So they go out of their way for them. But I think they finally completed all the secret ones after like
Wow.
X amount of years.
That's wild. I feel like if you sit down to someone at a tournament and they just pull and they're shuffling and you see like those secret rare energies in their deck,
Yeah.
and they like you're just concede. Like you're not gonna win the game. It is a small set,
Yep.
but I kind of like that. Like when there's not a ton of cards. Korean. We got the Houndour, Zubat. Dude, we're pulling doubles already, but you said it is a small set.
Yeah. So
We pulled her already. We have 2 of those. Almost a play set. 2 more.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to this one. This is the Kingdra EX
Yep.
special illustration. So if you like Horsey and Seadra and Kingdra, this is the one for you. And I like they kind of like do this thing down here too, where they like tell you what exactly in it, because I think that you just kind of had to gauge, and now they tell you.
Yeah.
3 promo cards, 5 boosters.
Yeah, no, trust me, it was harder for some of the older products we have up there. When people are like, what's in the set? I'm like, I
don't
think
know.
4
I think
packs.
4 packs, maybe 5.
Yeah. And they would say on the box, but the very bottom, like right corner, right above the code on it, I'm like,
Did they stop doing the big gigantic cards?
Yeah, it became hard to store, and then people realized they weren't worth
Well,
much.
like, what do you do with them, right? That's like my main thing. Is like they're just supposed to be like fun things, right?
There was one person that was took it to a tournament, a full deck of giant-sized cards. The judges know how to rule it, so they allowed it to play through. But the next following day, they pushed the rule through that you're not allowed to use any large promo cards as official tournament play.
But like, why? Was it because the time? Was it like a timing thing?
I think
or?
people were confused, and also
they were confused.
and then people were, 'cause distractions are in a lot of competitive sense are not very allowed. And also they weren't sleevable because there wasn't really that many sleeves for it. So you're playing with unsleeved cards, which could easily be marked, and of course the card's larger. So there's all these variables, but yeah. I'm trying to remember. There's another one. So it's Kingdra, and the other one is I think It's another water type. It might be Greninja.
Cool, beautiful full art though.
Oh yeah, like it has
Beautiful
like some
art.
of that traditional like Japanese like
Yeah.
art, like it has that flowing white
Absolutely.
waters. Yeah. Plus, we get like,
I'm looking for good card, bad
yeah.
card.
The good part, so that one is I think a dragon type. So technically, if they wanted to, they could make another one as a dragon type. I think we've already seen a couple dragon types so far.
I like how I just have to do it normally.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no trick. I kind of like that with that thing, you know. Future. Night stretcher.
Yeah.
It's your card just to go pile into your hand. Okay. Huh. Like I said, it's one of the most consistent card games I've ever played. It can be a little like I thought, but I kept playing until they introduced. Was it GX? I think was the first time they introduced GX, and I kind of got lost interest after that, just because it got like the game became like this GX game.
Yeah.
Where they're getting these basics out that have like 400 HP on turn like 2 or 3.
Yeah. No, it was even worse in the sense of the previous one, because that's when you had the Vs, and Vs just bypass. Like if you want to play Charizard, normally you have to play Charmander, Charmeleon, then Charizard.
Yeah, it slows down the game. Yeah.
But they just made Charizard Vs, and the way those worked is like say it counts as a basic Pokemon, so you could turn one out a Charizard, and then the Charizard could then technically evolve to V Max, and
Yeah.
then later a V Star. So there's a lot of different things like that.
But I think it's also funny because like the game has still like there's still switches, there's still bosses orders, there's still the ones that like you
Yeah.
switch a Pokemon out, then you hit it. Like it's very simplistic, but that's a good thing. Like
Yeah.
it is for kids. Hey, all right, we got an EX.
Fine.
Oh, Rever Room. I can't even see what that is. There's so much going on in that thing.
I thought it was like a bug.
Yeah.
And
It's an engine. It's an engine.
because normally it's a normal type, but I think because does it say Terra on the underneath the HP? It'll be,
Yeah, Terra. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's wearing one of these new terraformed crowns, so it's switching its type to an electric type. Yeah, so that's
Got
like,
nice texture on it. Wow,
Yeah.
I like that texture.
no, trust me, we've been noticing. Luckily, we keep an eye out for fake and counterfeit cards, but some counterfeit cards are getting better. So they've been working on the quality of like how much effort they put into like the higher end cards.
Yeah, it's been wild. I've gone down that rabbit hole a little bit, like of counterfeit cards, like just like the whole industry of like what they're dealing with and how the people have sent cards to the PSA. They've clearly been counterfeit and they've been graded and serialized.
Yes,
And people still send them in the PSA.
yeah.
It's wild to me. Absolutely wild. But I guess you only have two choices, right? You have CGC and PSA, right?
Yeah, Beckett's another one, but kind of like in Pokemon, there's kind of popularity. So usually most people want Pokemon graded cards by PSA. Sports cards are usually through more Beckett, and then comics are usually through CGC. So each one has like their own like favorited like media that they try to like grade.
Ooh, Blood Moon Persona. That's cool. That's cool art. Yeah, but that's just weird to me. That's weird to me that like fake cards have gone through so many fake cards get through the PSA, people still use them. It's very odd to me. That's
Yeah.
all. But I guess like it's just one of those things where they're just so big, like a tech company, like you can't stop them. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah. Luckily, due to counterfeits, they don't have the big expensive printers that these companies use. So there's some notable things, and luckily me and the other manager here have been working really hard to like paying attention to like we know like 14 different like tests you can do just off the rip for see if a card's real or not. Of course, the definitive one, that's cool. Reverse.
Yeah, the reverse
Eevee.
foil Eevee. I like that. And then another dog Pokemon thing.
Absol.
Yeah, Absol. Hey, all right. Hey, this is actually not bad. We're actually not opening a ton here. We don't have a ton of this set
I
either.
think you got two,
A nice Kingdra. Look how
4.
beautiful that is.
So you open in 11 packs in total. No, it's not-
I think we have a I can call it a fat pack
Oh,
or
oh
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah,
the bundle. I mean, so far you had a full art and an EX, and you're still have one
Yeah, that's
pack
really
left?
good. Like this, like these
So-
these are the hits, people. These
Yeah.
are this is the roulette wheel. It's a beautiful
Yeah,
card
it's
though.
cool. Surprised you've yet to get any illustrated arts yet. You've only got full arts, which is an anomaly. Usually you'll see one of those, but those cards are technically harder to pull than the illustrated arts.
Before I started doing the live stream, I would just pre-record these, and I think I I forget which set it was, but like I had the best box I'd ever opened in Pokemon. I think I got 2 or 3 secret rares in the box, the rainbow ones.
That's
And I was like, wow, like I've never had that luck before.
Yeah, I think even all the stuff that we opened for like singles for the shop, I think the best I've seen was like maybe like 2 in a box, but that was after opening like nearly a whole case. That's cool.
And Duskor. Hey,
Reverse
another
energy. That's cool.
foil land, but that's really cool. The foil ones are tough to come by.
Yeah. Not bad.
All right, now we're moving to the Elite Trainer box. And the Elite Trainer box comes with sleeves, dice counters, burn and poison counters, life die.
Yep.
Lots of cool little things. Like,
Yeah, trust me. And the good part, because they're standard card sleeves, so if you play any other TCG, you can slide them onto it, so they fit pretty well.
yeah, but your RNG chances improve by like 10%
Yeah.
at least
Oh,
if
no,
it's not the Pokemon trading card.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
Yeah, there's little. That's how they actually get the real difference between counterfeits. There's little microchips inside the cards that let you know if they're in the wrong sleeve or not.
And of course, we have like a nice, we get all the books with all the hits. Shows you everything, every card. You can make a little checklist for the set.
The good part, you go to the very last page.
That's where all the big whammies are, big
And then it'll
hitters.
tell you like what the number was. So what's the number above like the steel energy?
99.
So 99. So it's just shy of 100, which usually most sets, main set, run over 120. So, and that's before you even start touching like the secrets, full arts, and whatnot. So
To the basic energy. We want basic energy, holographic rare.
that'll be awesome.
Oh wow, it's actually foil
Oh,
too.
yeah.
That's wild.
Definitely a little bit more Alfred. I think one of these things is called Okie Dokie.
Okie dokie. Oh, that's what they say in Fallout. Oh, this also comes with a bunch of energies too. So
Yeah.
like if you're looking, just good entry points into the franchise.
Oh yeah, if you're a newer player and you want to get into the game, that's really cool promo. It's
I like poison. Poison's kind of my jam. I think poison's kind of cool, and it comes with boosters, and then of course it comes with the poison and fire tokens. Confusion, you just turn them upside down. It comes with a unique D20
or
or D6,
yeah.
and then of course the other stuff. It just says EX on it.
yeah.
Oh, because it's not a full set, probably. That's why they didn't
Which
do-
one?
The dice just says EX usually has the set symbol,
Yeah.
but maybe because it's not an extended.
Yeah,
Although
that's-
these are cool
yeah.
sleeves.
Oh, is this not?
The purple foil, I love the sleeves. Then of course dividers.
Which is really good, especially because we have a lot of kids that buy a lot of cards from us, and usually they'll be tossed in like a shoebox or something of that equivalent.
Yeah, kids. I mean, I did the same thing when I
yeah.
was a kid. I didn't. I had I think I used a shoebox. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just threw them all in the shoebox.
I probably still after last time I moved, I have still a lot of cards in a old van shoebox from like 2009. So they definitely do useful,
I had a-
but
I
they
had
get
a-
dinged up a bit.
I had an acquaintance that went through a shoebox. Like his friend was like, "Do you want these?" And he went through them, and they were like first edition Shadowless Charizards, and they were in terrible shape, but they were
Yeah.
there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but the good part about these boxes with the dividers and everything, it definitely keeps it a little more tight knit.
Malamar. Where's Donovan? Where's Donovan to talk about his favorite Pokemons? Donovan's our resident Pokemon expert on staff. Hey, whoa, actually, we're getting some hits.
Yeah, not bad.
We're getting
not
some
bad.
hits, people. Another full-out trainer, Cassiopeia.
Yeah, it's crazy that again you're just pulling so many full arts
Yeah.
instead of like the the illustrated ones. Cause let's see, where's the book? So I think there's one in here that. So you got your secrets, got your full arts.
I am going a little fast today, folks, just because we have a lot to unbox, and so I want to make sure we get through all of it without having a 7-hour stream. I don't think I can keep Cody here that long. Oh, there we go. We got another full art.
Okay, that's the first like actual like illustrated art one. That's cool.
That's Houndoom too. That's
Yeah,
pretty
I
cool.
like the actually picks up kind of okay on the camera. The line of light coming from its eye. It's like a little red streak. Like
Oh yeah,
gives,
he's
like, a
foiled.
motion.
He's foiled there. Yeah, I see. And then the rest of his body is matte.
Yeah.
Gives good contrast.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, that's an awesome card. Oh, it wasn't even my rare. This
Yeah.
we almost have a playset of her now.
Yeah,
we've got 3.
Okay, you still have what 6 more packs, 7 more packs left.
Yeah.
I believe.
Did they do their update for their Pokemon? They did, right? Pokemon Trading Card Game is now live. They did their update.
I believe so. Yeah.
Future, Ancient.
It's funny. It's the second time I've seen that.
I feel like we've opened this pack before.
I mean, I've definitely seen some duplicates before. Like packs.
So we got 2 of them. Toxic Croak, Inkay, Jolty, Houndour. Yeah, I've already seen shit because it's a small set, like you said. I do like Persian. I do like my kitty cats.
You got the reverse Persian and the reverse Meowth, too.
Another Tapu Boo. Tapu Blue.
Yeah.
It's just like with like when Dragon Ball Z had Majin Buu. It's like, is that how you say it? Boo? It's Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo? Dumb. I was like, that's so dumb. And then you see him like, that's awesome. He's so cool.
Yeah. I think somebody after they pointed out that most of their names are like based off things.
Yeah, they are. Like I think all the Dragon Ball Z characters are based off food.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah, Goku's Kakarot, which sounds like carrot. And there's got Vegeta. And you have some other people.
I was just here a couple days ago. I walked out with a Celebrations Charizard. Oh, thanks, Raider.
Yeah.
And thanks for the follow. You were just in the Sword Board? You were here locally? That might be one of your regular customers.
Yeah, maybe. Fortunately.
Hey, we have a playset of them now. Just about. We got two rares. Hey!
I think you've pulled every single version of Kingdra.
All right, we're winning here, folks. We've got it down. Kingdra EX.
You have the full art. You have the buy box promo or the box promo. Let's see.
If you like Kingdra, man, this is a set for you.
It's been a while since they printed it. Yeah, I think you pulled every single version of it now. Nice.
I have so many of those codes at home.
Yeah.
I got one of these days. I gotta redeem them.
Oh yeah, so they were from here. That's awesome.
Sylveon. Ooh, it's just poison. You just have attacks you with this Pokemon do 50 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon that has an ability. Okay. No poison, but something. Should make this focused. Hypno, Ancient. Hey, we have a couple of him. Oh, dude, I'm hitting the foils on the energies. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I like my Persians. Snuffle, Rowlet, Night Stretcher, Hypno. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Snazzy. Hey, whoa. Okay, yeah, these are for how many I've opened, I'm definitely hitting a lot.
Yeah.
I'm hitting the
called
Pokemon Vital A.
It's a pink starter.
This card, okay, so like you can't put it, you can't return it to your hands. So it can only be used once. Wow. You got some good hits.
Yeah, it's called the Ace Spec Rare. That's cool.
And the Zoloark. The Vegeta looking dude. This set is recently new too, like it came out like a week ago?
Yeah, I think last Friday, so it's been a week ago today.
Oh, nice virtual Houndoom. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I like the perspective of like the leaf, like you looking in, like it's framed well. Like it's kind of cool. It's out of focus. We got another one of those guys. We are putting a lot of we're pulling a lot of good stuff. We're also putting a lot of doubles of the.
Yeah. Can't assume there's like too many like rares in the set.
No, probably not. Rowlet, Meowth. I like how they created Meowth in Persian though. Krogund, Golbats, Crobats.
Oh, the Universes card game? Yeah. That's pretty fun if you could play that one. Or unless you're talking about the Ikoria Magic of the Gathering cards.
Hey, we got another one.
Nice. I think you have a place with that one too.
There we go. Not too shabby, honestly. Like we did pretty good.
3 full arts? 4 full arts?
Yeah, I mean, not including, like, that was in the gift pack. No, that was in the gift pack, and that's a promo. But no, we got a lot.
Yeah.
We did pretty good. That's not bad. Not bad at all.
For only 20 packs, then that's like almost
Definitely almost got my value back, I think, about,
Yeah.
about the thing, so that's good. So now we're going to switch it up because we have a lot of stuff to go through. Do you want to start with Assassin's Creed?
It is a smaller set, so probably go with that.
Let's do.
pretty
We're gonna
quickly.
start. We're gonna switch and do Assassin's Creed. Cody's gonna come in and drive for a minute. I'm gonna clean up this stuff. Okay. Explain what comes in this for people who maybe are not sure about
So,
the
Universes
bundles.
Beyond. Yeah. So the Magic Gathering Universe Beyond, it's usually based around different IPs that already exist. This one's for actual main releases, you have had Lord of the Rings, Doctor Who, Fallout, and then this is Assassin's Creed. And this one comes with 9 packs plus some full art lands, some foil, and then you get a promotional Royal Assassin, and plus the die. People were like kind of interested in the die because the die is a normal size D20, where normally they make the large ones. But someone made the funny point that it's an assassin set, so why would you have a large die if you're an assassin?
It's
So-
a little, yeah. You want to be
you
sneaky,
wanna
very
sneaky.
sneaky. In the spiral, that's reversed. You want everything small
Yes,
in
yes,
the
yes.
spy world.
Pocket. Yeah. So this set's a very fun set because there's some good reprints. It's also, I believe, a modern legal set for the most part. Good fun reprints. They also did some really cool full arts for a lot of cards. The box is also a very nice one too. I like just the scenery that kind of wraps all the way around. And of course, if you're a big fan of the Assassin's Creed universe, it's very easily get into. Yeah, so the die is.
But it was a tiny set, though, right? It was a really. Was it? Would you say it's the smallest Universes Beyond set they've ever released?
So, yes, it's the smallest one. I mean, minus Fallout, but Fallout didn't really have. It was like there was the commander decks. This is also one of the first ones they didn't make any commander decks for. They made a starter deck though, which is pretty cool. But you have there's kind of 4 lands in it. I could probably run this through if we don't pull any, but we probably will. And then this is gonna have the Royal Assassin in it. The packs are smaller. There are only 7 card packs, I think. 7 cards. They're very reminiscent of the epilogue boosters that came out for Aftermath. So the sets are going to have your guaranteed rare and everything like that, but there's going to be a guaranteed showcase in each pack. So they did make it so you're getting a good spread of cards, but you still, I think, on average, are pulling mostly 1 rare. They did make collector boosters for them, but those are kind of pricey. And I think, you got like 1 or 2 collector boosters?
So these are more rare now, right?
Yeah.
Because they've kind of gotten their thing and.
Yeah, so we'll start off. Hidden Blade, it's a really fun card. A lot of this has, you can see a lot of themes around assassins and then equipments, because the characters we're using them.
Wait, themes around assassins in an
Yeah,
Assassin's
yeah.
Creed set? Wait, hold on a minute.
Most of these cards are going to have very quick reactive combat tricks and stuff like that. So this one's going to be, a lot of the equipments are going to come in equipped to a character. So it's going to be lots of fun, middle combat shenanigans. Of course, I'm not going to try to pronounce half these characters' names if I'm going to ruin them. Also,
Dorian, I'm just saying Dorian, just say the last name.
Dorian, yeah.
Dorian, it's Dorian.
And there's good things. The good part, people are really excited for it because with Thunder Junction coming out, Assassins was given a lot of support. So all these
That's right,
things.
yeah, they were.
So they've got a lot more. Got a lot of good cards in the set. With also they'll have the little triangle for the Universe Beyond one. The 4 ones are from different games from different eras. So first one is Light and Shadow. Pretty good card. It is a mythic right off the bat. These ones haven't been printed for a while, but this was a pretty solid one. And you get a foil, which this one is one of the newer cards. As you see, they're jumping off the tower into hopefully hay barrel. But like the card, creature gains flying till end of turn. It's only till end of turn. And then got one of the showcase cards.
Oh, nice.
The showcases are pretty cool. Really cool. Got like a signed art card. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I think out of the collector boosters, you could pull things called textured foils, and those ones could get abysmally pricey.
I don't see the rarity on this one. Is it just?
It's that right there.
Oh, okay. Uncommon. Okay.
Yeah. But the set, it's not really a draftable set, so it's not really made for like limited formats.
Right, but at the same time, like, and they also didn't make Commander. They didn't make a Commander SKU, right, for this set either. There's no Commander deck, yeah.
Yeah, so the set's very small comparatively. They might have made it secretly. I'm not entirely sure. One of the new mechanics is free runnings. You may cast a spell. No problem.
You want something to drink?
No, I think I have a drink over there. I'll just grab it later. But free runnings when you may cast this card if you deal combat damage to a player with an assassin or your commander. So it has commander capabilities, but it also, if you want to play with just an assassin themed deck, it's pretty neat. Most of his cards, that's cool. Sunbay Canyon. It's a fun rare. These ones were printed in Modern Horizons, I believe. Yeah. Assassin's Trophy. This one's a fun card because this one's actually, I think, still standard legal. And Hidden Footblade for the last one. Oh, actually, I forgot this one. There's a good chunk of these assassins are going to be in the uncommon rarity. It looks like each one probably also comes with a art card. I'm probably going to be flying through most of these packs because, again, there's so many of them. And plus, this is the bundle before we get to the actual.
Yeah, and there's only like
booster
7 cards per pack, right?
Yeah.
So like it's very small. What are we looking for in terms of hits?
So it's going to be, I forget, there's a mono black assassin, forget his name, but he has the ability to cost all 5 colors. And if your opponent's at 10 life or less, they just lose the game.
Does that work in Commander?
Yes, it's.
Oh wow! Okay, all right.
Yes, and plus there's some equipment cards or vehicles. Jacob Fry, that's cool. Got a rare. Okay, so, and then this card again. But yeah, no, this set is pretty much the one that you're looking for, like Black Market Connections, sort of Feast and Famine, because that is the quote unquote best sword. If you ask most people usually consensus.
Feast and Famine.
Yeah, Feast and Famine.
Is that a reprint? I think I've heard that before.
This card's actually pretty solid. Uncommon. This is a new one. Pretty much decks are called flicker decks. So you exile and return the creature back. This is a really good one because when it enters the battlefield, you have 2 different abilities. And you could keep constantly making re-entered. You get a lot of capabilities out of it. Terminate. Pretty standard card. It's been around for a while. Pretty staple in a lot of formats. Unfortunately, that's not the best one, but this one's a good reprint because this card's been a while since I had like a decent reprint and also a foil. I like the fact they still kept the pay 0, which you don't really see many modern cards have that kind of capability. Usually, let's say like activate X amount of turns. Oh, you got to actually okay. So they do have tokens, which this is going to be very common because a lot of things make assassins in the set. Yeah, but the texture foils are going to be like the big hits that you're looking for, in particular for this set. But we'll get to that when we get to the collectors.
Oh, they have serialized cards in this set. Okay.
Yeah, if you get lucky, then you could charge whatever abysmal amount you want.
Okay, you say that.
Yeah.
Whatever people want to charge, I guess.
Yeah, some get very high because manage something. Yeah.
I'm loving the art on the lands.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think most all of them are. That's a cool one.
Yeah, the great lands. And there's a cool thing about that bundle too, because it comes with like all the lands, right? It comes with like a full place and all lands, which is rad.
So usually you're looking for mainly reprints from this, minus I think the 2-3 assassins. I know one's a black-blue by cost, and other one's.
I feel like that would be a good commander, because all your creatures are assassins. So, from an assassin deck, right?
Yeah, it has a weird mechanics with like face-down cards in it. That's unique.
Menace. Okay, interesting.
Menace is good because it makes the field harder to block, primarily because it has to be 2 for 1 each time you attack. This card, people were really excited. People called this, what was it? There's a card called Slicer, which is just a Transformer card. So it's funny, it has like a very similarity. But you just keep passing around, but it just can't attack you. So it's like, it gives that kind of group hug, like I'm helping everybody, but realistically, it's definitely only in your favor. Let's see, Spear of Leonidas. That's pretty cool. There's some cards that are like more commander-like that will get you cards if you play them. Okay, that's cool. This is probably more in the commander sphere. It's a mythic. So whenever this does combat damage to a player, you may mill that many cards. You may put a saga or land from amongst them into your battlefield. So it's really good because there is some saga cards in the set, plus any other existing sagas. Unfortunately, there are plenty in this one. But it's definitely some fun, like, ideas, and you could definitely try to make, like, I think I've seen Assassin's cards go up tremendously. Also, other cards that have unblockable. I like the.
Well, it's Universes Beyond, so it's a limited set, so it's
Yeah.
gonna have anyway. But then a set comes out like Bloomburrow, and there's some kind of synergy,
Yeah.
right? That skyrockets a card
Yeah.
up to hundreds of dollars. Yeah.
Yeah, scrolls are really pricey right now.
Rabbits are
Yeah.
getting up there.
I like the haystack target creature control phases out. Means I like how they incorporate magic mechanics very flavorfully in the set.
I talked to the designer. Like that was one of the first things he did. Was like he played as many of the games as humanly possible in the time allowed.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot with the Assassin's Creed. That's why I feel like if I were to get back into it, the last one I played was like 2, so it's been probably like the better part of a decade away. So, but I know people that the idea that Assassin's Creed it was a selling factor alone for a lot of people. So having the capability of just being able to buy stuff, even just if you're looking for a specific character, like, oh, this is my favorite character from this game, you get it that. And I know that helps with a lot of sets. That's cool. The foil on it.
Ooh.
It's a double foil.
Like those are weird because like they look like they'd be like mythics or rares, but
Yeah.
they're uncommons, right?
Oh yeah, they definitely, yeah. That's why it's like when you're looking like, I remember when I first opened the set, like, oh man, I got like 4 rares. And like, oh wait, actually I got 1 rare.
Right,
Like,
yeah,
these-
because I was like, too, like you keep pissing to the left. I'm like, wait a minute, but they're uncommon.
Yeah.
That just means that there's more of them in circulation.
Yeah.
That's all that means. I actually prefer that because if you have like a card you want, like a character
yeah.
you want, he's easily found. And you don't have to like
Oh,
spend
yeah.
$200 to play him.
Murder. Also, like, there's a lot of flavor text on these cards that most of it's be over my head, but, you know, if you're into the game, you definitely have a lot more knowledge of, like, why it's more fitting.
I feel
Also-
like Thunder Junction did so much for this set
Yeah.
too, because you could be like, I want to make a commander deck where like it revolves around other players committing crimes.
Card's cool.
It can be like the sheriff. Nope, you committed a crime. I get to do this.
That's pretty cool. This one's a pretty decent card.
Oh, whoa.
So this one's 10 mana for a 7/7, but the thing is, this costs 1 less for each historic spell in your graveyard. So that's artifacts, legendaries, or sagas. It's for each one, it costs 1 less. In
So
exile,
if you have an artifact deck, which is really popular for
Yeah.
deck, you can like you put that in.
so you can get it down to 0 essentially. If you're like, oh, I somehow mill half my deck,
Or
This
one
is-
board wipe, you
yeah.
know, if you have a lot of creatures out.
and then you get exile any number of historic cards, kind of like previously stated, from your graveyard, and then you just get an emblem that is creatures you control all become base power 9/9s, and so you can play like, oh, here's my 1/1. Actually, it's a 9/9 thing that casts for 1 green mana. So this card's pretty solid. I think that's a pretty good hit. And then this is there's a artifact or an enchantment, I think, in the set that makes these. Pretty cool. And this is the last pack from the bundle.
Oh, face down. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, like they're hooded. That's cute.
Yeah.
That's very cute.
Actually, I think this is a token right here. Yeah. They put cloaked face down. So this card is come anonymous. I love the art on this one. It has like very like painted strokes. Coastal Piracy, pretty common, very playable card. Jack Fry. The card is. The detail on some of this, like, there's just like a full cityscape, like it's like just drawn in there. Like you can like really zoom in and you like notice like, oh, there's like little windows and everything in there. Again, it looks like this is like a big hit, but realistically, it's probably like a cheaper
I know.
card.
Oh my god, we got a huge hit. Oh, it's
I mean, it looks. I mean, the good part, it gives like the feeling that like even the commons and commons in a small set feel important.
I think that that's the point, right? I
Yeah.
mean, like you don't like if you because I don't know the logistics or the algorithms about printing these cards, but you can only have so many mythics, you can have so many rares,
Yeah.
you know. So like you run out of if you have too many characters, you run out of slots. And,
Yeah.
like so, it's actually smart that they do that. Oh, I love that island art. That island art is awesome.
Yeah.
You guys can see that it's the pirate ships.
Yep.
Gar.
So want to do another box of this?
Yes, let's keep the Assassin's
Got a
Creed
whole
train going.
Booster box right here. These are 24 packs.
So light.
I know.
It's so light.
So normally a booster box is 36 packs.
Unless you work with Thorcana.
Yeah, well, yeah. When Yu-Gi-Oh is also that too.
How's life over yonder, lady?
Good, man.
Cool.
What's up?
Nothing. What's up with you?
We're just streaming. We're opening a bunch of Assassin's Creed and Bloomburrow stuff soon, so right up your alley. Is this a coaster? It comes with a coaster?
Yeah, if you want to use that, you
Free
can.
coaster.
Nice.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Thanks, though.
Into the box you go.
Have
Yeah.
fun.
Thanks.
Yeah, this set's fun. I mean, realistically, you're probably going to see a lot of like duplicates and in like not likely, hopefully not in the same pack. I also just like some of the art, just really pretty. That you get a lot of detail in some of this art that usually you don't see in mini sets. It was like basic and commons. It feels like they have put like they do really well painting like a scene from the game. Also, like the different areas. So we're going from like early like ancient Egyptians to like early industrial era. Oh, cool. We got the same card again. Not bad. And a rare, full rare.
Nice. I feel like
Yeah,
these packs go so fast because there's only 7.
I know, and another rare. So that's not bad. A triple rare pack and a good token. So I was saying it's pretty good. A good part, like when you hit a pack, it feels like it just keeps rolling and rolling. But because it's such a small set, it just feels like it kind of goes fairly quickly.
That's good because we have so much to unbox today. And
Yeah.
like, but we've already done Bloomburrow once already for
Yeah,
your store's
yeah.
copy. By the way, shout out to Wizards for supplying me with these. I really do appreciate it. Content is king, as I always say.
Yeah.
Oh, that swamp is cool. Man, these lands
Yeah,
are
I
so
know.
awesome.
Here's another boat one for you.
Oh, I love Syndicate was one of the ones. Syndicate was the 18th century one, right, in London? I liked that one. I like that aesthetic so much. I'm mad that game didn't get well received.
Yeah, this card's a pretty cool one. I know a lot of people are playing this card in the deck because whenever a legendary creature attacks and isn't blocked, you can exile it and put it in the battlefield tapped.
Is
So-
that like commander, standard? Like
Yeah,
what?
there's
like,
a lot of people I know using this as a commander. It's pretty fun. Ooh, wow, he actually got the showcase full one.
Oh, hello, ladies. What can I do with my gods and goddesses today?
This one's pretty cool. This is a very foily. But
What's it called? The Capeline
Triad, yeah. It's the one though where you exile cards or anything. But the good part is that I've seen people able to do this turn one, be able to, because they were able to like mill most of their deck, be able to do that, and then they play, was it Rograk? It's a 0 mana cost creature, and then have a 9/9 that, and they gave like +2 in double strike. And was able to swing turn one for lethal commander damage. It was pretty cool.
Oh, it's like the alt. It's like the alt art one.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
cool.
right. I get confused. There's alt arts. There's full arts. There's guest
Yeah.
art. There's extended art. There's.
And they keep adding more and more foils and different types. And even like Bloomburrow, they had even different ones. So this one, there's textured
That's
foils.
borderless. Yeah.
It's borderless. Pretty much the way I tell the difference between like extended arts and borderless. Borderless,
No
of course,
border.
no border, except for the bottom. If you see like the swoopiness where it goes on there, and of course like your extended arts will like taper.
So it's
off.
not just a clever name.
Yeah.
It's called borderless.
No, trust me. Propaganda is a pretty good card. Heavily still played in Commander for like more of the casual, early, intermediate
I
play.
love this island. I just want to make a whole deck full of these islands.
Yeah.
That's so. Oh my god. I want a vacation there. God.
Recipes was a good one. And of course, again, it kind of.
Oh my god, we pulled a legendary. Oh wait. Clip it quickly.
I know. This is a funny part is we just like got done pulling this card, like, oh, it's cool, then immediately pull the same one. Again, the set's not.
No,
large.
that's good. You know, it's cool because I'll tell a little story while you open the next pack. But like when HeroClix came out, right?
Yeah.
Everyone wanted Nightcrawler. Everyone wanted like all these like banger Colossus, right? But they were like, what are they called? Like they were this gray circle, so they were like uniques.
Oh yeah.
So you had to buy like cases and cases to get your favorite character, and that didn't feel good. That did not feel good when you really wanted your favorite X-Man and you couldn't pull
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
You know that. So like I can appreciate it. I can really appreciate having the iconic characters look like they're mythics.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not
Yeah.
mythics.
And of course, there's like normal versions of them, so you do get to have the contrast. Like, oh, this is at least visually.
Were there any
a
hits
big
in that one?
upgrade.
Did we get any hits? Ooh. Hidden
Not
Master.
in particularly too big. Got playable cards for sure.
Was this set? Did this set favor Commander? Did it favor Standard? Like in your opinion, like where do you think this set?
Modern,
Modern, okay.
modern, and then Commander would be like the next one. Probably realistic. Everything probably catered towards Commander. So
No
it's Commander.
Popper?
Actually, is there even commons in this set?
Are there any commons?
I don't think there's commons in this. Also, like basic lands. So yeah, the set doesn't really. I guess Popper is like the only thing that doesn't. And of course, it's not a limited format, so you can't do drafts or seals with this. I mean, technically, you probably could. You just have to draft a lot of packs. So say you have to draft 6 packs instead of normally the 3 you would normally do. They also made what's what I'm looking for? A saga for each color too, so kind of helps with the things. This swamp's pretty cool too.
Yeah, this is awesome cards, just awesome art, cool, fun set. But like they're really killing it. Like honestly, they are. Like as much as people complain about how many SKUs there are, and I'll give them that there are a lot.
Yeah.
But like when they hit a set, they really go all out. Final Fantasy is gonna be baller.
Yeah.
Godzilla set's gonna be baller. The Marvel set's gonna sell.
Yeah.
I can't even describe how many people it's gonna get into Magic with the Marvel set. Like, it's wild. That is absolutely wild.
Even the idea of just not even like being like a pseudo like just a sub theme of a set, like both the Godzilla. That's cool. See, this is like a name I cannot pronounce if I tried.
Let me see. Ezio. Yeah, what's the matter, you? I don't know.
I think this is the Native American one.
Oh yeah, that one didn't do too well, and that was unfortunate because it was a cool. We covered that game at launch. We got a lot of cool interviews with like the voice cast and the writers and stuff. I think that that Civil War era is a really cool era, but I don't think it fit the Assassin's Creed because there's no buildings, right?
Yeah.
There's trees, but there wasn't a lot to do.
Yeah.
And the biggest takeaway was the naval fighting. That was like everyone loved it. So that was the big hit. So it did win in that category.
Yeah.
Why
like
are some upside down? I wonder if the cards do the cards go upside down,
Maybe,
or am I handing them? Were you handing them to me upside down?
I'm probably doing it, unfortunately.
Oh my God! You didn't say anything about this card. It's literally called Murder.
Yeah, murder. Yeah.
It's just Murder. That's black. That's a reprint of another card. Not a reprint, but just a different.
I mean, it is a reprint. Murder's been around for a
It's
bit.
called Murder.
I think that signature looks nice.
If you committed a crime, like a murder.
Yeah. So my favorite thing.
Those remind me of like the tops, like the old Marvel cards that would get that way.
Yeah. And the set is again, it goes by fairly quickly. Hopefully you're looking for this card's actually a really solid card. I think this card's pretty good.
Come on, serialized card. Let's go.
Unfortunately, those are only in collector boosters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how they get you.
Yeah.
Maybe
All the excessively high-end cards are only exclusively in collector boosters. This card, it's interesting. I like the art of it. I'm not sure why there's an assassin in the middle of the water. I mean, maybe he's waiting for the right time. Conspiracy, it's an interesting card. Almost halfway done with the box. Let's have a whole other one. Hemlock Vial. Whoa, Victor. Yeah, it's like all the different eras. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, I love these islands. I want to live there. Those are so like Greece, the Mediterranean is such a cool place to visit. It's a gorgeous place.
Have you been there?
Yeah, we've been to Croatia, which is like right across.
Oh, okay.
From like Rome, I think, or Greece. It's beautiful there. Absolutely beautiful.
Awesome.
So much history there too, which is.
I feel like it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you come out here to California. We're in California too. Like, remember, we're pretty green. Like, 1800s is old to us. Like when you go to Europe over there, you're talking about like negative 800 BC.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it gets wild. Yeah, we went there for Reboot Develop was like a conference I used to cover.
Oh, that's cool.
Pain in the ass to get there, but man, it was absolutely gorgeous. And
I like the fact, so we got a Leonardo da Vinci, which is an actual card you can play in Magic now. It's like, you're like here's, you know, Nicobolus, the Planeswalker, and I'm gonna play my Leonardo da Vinci.
You can be commander. Look,
Yeah,
see, legendary.
Yeah, it's like, okay, cool. And you can make things really big. So you make Stalkers, but the Stalkers, like, could be excessively strong. Because their base power toughness is equal to how many cards in your hand. So if you draw your whole deck, like, oh, make a token, it's a 48/48.
Dead.
Yeah.
No, like, yeah, when I interviewed the developer, he said, like, he thought those were the big cards that were going to change the meta.
Yeah.
It was like the historical figures is what he called them. Like, those are the really powerful cards. Keep an eye out for them. You know, they'll be able to, they have a lot of unique abilities and situations.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of fun cards in this set. A lot of legendaries for such a small set. I think a third of it's like legendary creatures.
Mortify. I love Mortify. That's funny, Nate.
I think this is one of the good ones. There we cast a Stark Spell, draw a card.
My favorite colors, I love blue and black.
Once each turn. It's pretty decent.
What's it called? I can check.
Basim Ibn Ishaq?
Balsam Ibn Ishaq. Let's see. Find it.
Alright. You're halfway down to the box, huh?
Damn it, you're going much faster.
Yeah.
A $6 card. I'd say
Yeah.
that's a hit. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like anything that's more, you know, that's
Yeah. Just for a rare, it's pretty solid.
Yeah, these sets are really good though. Like they are really doing a great job on these Universes Beyond sets.
And some of these cards are good. They got reprinted, like Fatal Push. It's really good. There's a lot of different formats, but this one is pretty solid. They got reprinted. So there's the reprints he chose in this are, I would say they did a pretty good job on them without like trying to do too much. Like without like, here we're printing this card that hasn't been reprinted in X amount of years, but also didn't make it like a $40 version. Like they've done it before with like other sets where like they'll reprint a card, but it'll be so, even with the reprint, the card sold a decent bit.
Well, we were talking about that before. Like that's how sometimes they get around the oh, we'll never make this card, so they make the card that does the same thing, and then they just call it something differently.
Oh yeah.
So they get around it. I'm waiting for like them to. People said that the Bloomburrow set was their break glass. I go, no, you'll break glass when they make Lotuses again, and they do the same thing as the original Lotuses. They're just called something differently, and watch everyone just scramble to get them as fast as humanly possible.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people believe that with the triumphs, like, oh my god, these are 3 colored lands. Like, oh yes, they have the interplay tap, but they also have other additional abilities. But that thing is.
I can also shout out to them for like doing the whole Assassin's Creed universe. Like it's not just the core trilogy; it's all the spin-off games, and like they made all of these guys legendary for commanders.
Yeah. So
like if you really have your favorite character, you can play him as commanders. That's really cool of them to do that.
It's really good support for.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that, like, if you enjoy a character, I mean, how strong they are in the card game might vary, but they would definitely have the option of doing it.
I feel that's the same. That's why Commander's so popular, is because you get to like interject a piece of yourself into the deck.
Yes.
Like that, you know, it represents you. You know, like your thing. Unicorns, squirrels, rabbits.
Yeah.
You know, assassins. Which is cool. Like any people like that stuff. I like that stuff. Hey, Ezio, brash novice. He's tuxedo mask. He's gonna give me some words of confidence and then fly away. When I used to watch this, I'm like, why doesn't he fight? It's like, do something. Anything.
Yeah, Cleopatra. Nice.
Oh, nice. Another historical figure.
Yep. We're going close piracy full. Pretty nice. Yeah. Hopefully you see a Sword Lion Shadow. That'd be kind of cool. Not Lion Shadow. Feast and Family. We already got Lion Shadow. Yeah, most of the stuff, like, I keep going over. There's a lot of removal, which is very fitting for assassins.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's in the name, right? Like, they have, if there's one thing they get right, it's that they have to do that, right? They have to have assassins that come in.
Yeah.
I think, like, Death Touch was, like, a big thing. Like, it was a big thing that said you had to have a lot of Death Touch.
As soon as you said the first card, Nexus has Death Touch, right?
Death Touch.
Yeah.
Let me get some pictures for the social media, Twitter.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Give me the Death Touch one. Yeah.
There you go. I'll crack the next pack.
Damn it.
It's too slidey.
I'm not going to do it.
So we start sequence. Yeah. Distract the guards. Yeah, I like a lot of these cards. Some of the new ones are definitely fitting for like what it does. Like they do very good job of like giving you what the item should do or what the card should do in like mechanic wise. Hopefully, when we get to the collector boosters, that's when it's gonna be a little more exciting.
I have not pulled a serialized card on stream,
I mean,
so that would be kind of cool to do that. You know what I mean? Like,
that'd be awesome, yeah. I like I would go to the throw because it's fitting for this set if you were to play inside, because the only artifact creatures in this are boats, which makes sense.
well, like, yeah. Well, I mean, don't you have like no? I guess like carriages, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah, so it would be not effective to go to the throw because it won't be a viable. We got a foil. It's pretty.
Sorry. All right.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, we got it. Nice. We got a hollow Ezio. Nice. Sorry, foil Ezio hollow. That's my '90s showing my age.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good.
There was this. Have you ever seen Basketball?
Yes.
There's that scene when they're in the dugout and they're like, dude, and I'm like, how Californians talk to each other. Like,
Yeah.
That's kind of our thing.
Oh yeah, no, trust me.
Dude, I guess you got a point there. Oh, all right.
All right, so Chain Assassin, Ghost Piracy. Yeah, there's. I think some of the cards, Socrates, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, like Hidden Blade. Like Hidden Blade, like it's great that it's an uncommon and not like a mythic. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
maybe
pretty,
like you save that for the alt art or something.
it's pretty iconic to the series too. So. All right, we're almost done with the first box. You did get that borderless foil triad. That's pretty cool.
Oh, free wedding was the new mechanic in this one, right?
Yes,
Were you a
it's-
fan of that mechanic?
It's interesting. It's very limited. Luckily, they've given secondary clauses if your commander also dealt damage. So it gives it more commander playability. But yes, if an assassin or a commander deals combat damage to a player, you could cast it for that alternative cost,
Nice.
which always feels good.
I mean, I feel like it's hard to add new mechanics into a game
Yeah.
sometimes because are they one-trick ponies? Are
Yeah.
they here to stay? That kind of stuff. It can be difficult.
Covenant Darkness is actually a good card. So as it enters, you choose a creature type. All those creature types have fear.
Yeah, we did. Cooper.
Yeah. This one is.
We did mention Coop Cooper.
Oh yeah.
It's one of my favorite movies. Me and my brother have a very special place in our heart with that film.
I mean, no, I think most people have like different things, like one specific.
It's like so stupid, but it's like a stupid comedy, and like it's one of those rare stupid comedies that works.
Yeah.
And like Matt Stone and Trey Parker are on my bucket list. I wish I could interview them, and I never get the chance. IGN got when they did their game. I thought I was going to do it. I missed that opportunity, and then when they did their second game, IGN got exclusives to that, so they got to do it. And I was like, damn, they're on my bucket list. I want to interview them really bad.
Don't they have another game in the works right now?
They did a Snow Day.
Snow Day.
Which is actually cute. It's actually a really cute game, and it's really there's just too many games, man. There's just too many games.
Mjolnir, yeah. Which is funny because if they have Mjolnir in this, are they gonna have another one in the Marvel set?
Right. Is this their Soul Ring? Their version? Oh, it's a good card too.
Yeah. So these ones have like.
Yeah, explain to me what
mechanics.
these are. Sit for a minute. Yeah.
So Mjolnir, when it enters, it attaches to target legendary creature control. So if you're playing commander, it automatically becomes attached to your commander when you play it. Equip the creature attacks tap target opponent defending players creature target defending player controls. It's been a stun counter. Stun counter means to remove it, you have to spend a turn to kind of remove it.
Yeah. So you take a turn exerting it, whatever, and it comes off.
Yeah. So it kind of gives like some control. And then Mjolnir deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of tapped creatures that opponent controls. So if you're doing like a control deck, like let's say you can make I want to go to.
Oh, Casabanita? Yeah, they bought it, Raider. Matt Stone and Trey Parker own that business now. Like, it was going to go under, and they didn't want it to go under, so they bought it out, I think.
Oh, that's cool. The Triad token. It's pretty good. Yeah, it'd be cool to go. I mean, there's a lot of things I think a lot of people I would like to do too. I mean, I would like to meet, because I remember when like South Park first came out and like how I wasn't supposed
Been
to watch
around
it.
for a while.
Yeah, Yeah, and I was like, of course, it was like the thing I wasn't supposed to watch, so it intrigued me twice as much.
My
to watch
nephew's
it.
the same way. He likes watching it. I'm like, okay, just realize that Cartman's the a-hole, and
Yeah.
he's funny, but
Yeah.
he's not a good person. That's
Yeah.
all you gotta remember.
A horrible person.
He's a
if anything.
horrible. He's like Trey Parker said, like he's the little voice in all of our heads that we have. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like
Just-
everyone has a little bit of Cartman in them. Like,
Yeah.
but this is just the character. Just if everyone had that voice at the forefront.
Yeah. So, thoughts personified.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, right.
So that was the first box. It was pretty.
We got some good hits.
Yeah. You got, I think, got a good spread of just different like good legendary equipments. You got a lot of consistent like good cards here and there. Of course, got notable like Leonardo da Vinci, and of course the bigger one I think would be the Borderless Foil Triad. It's pretty awesome. Again, I've seen some cool combos you do like could set you up for turn 1, turn 2.
In Modern?
And Commander more so, but.
You got a whole other box.
Yeah. The fact that you could get out a 7/7 for free, and then also
Yeah, and a ton of people want artifact decks too.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that just goes hand in hand. Like like if you have an artifact, why not throw it in? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it makes sense. That's the cool thing. Another thing, not to just say why it's not saying it's better, it's just different. Why Commander's so popular is because like you can just throw in a card, and it's
Yeah.
not gonna make your whole deck so different that you can't use the deck
yeah.
anymore, right?
No,
'Cause
trust
it's-
me. Also,
Hey, a free coaster.
yeah, also,
It's a coaster. What? Oh, it's for the backing, right? It's to the back.
Yeah.
Okay. It's to do this thing so it sits up more, maybe, or let's see this.
I think also because the boxes are smaller, it's so they can also get it so it doesn't like.
Oh, so it
gives
doesn't
you
get flimsy.
texture.
I'll
Yeah.
leave that there for you here so you can put the trash in.
Nice. But yeah, I think with the set, they do a lot of cool things. Like, yeah, the fact that technically every 2 packs will be the equivalent of 1 play booster.
Right, and then the packs are cheaper too. Right? Well, when they came out, they were
Yeah.
relatively cheaper,
Yeah.
right? They're not. I don't. There's no retail in Magic. Is it $6 a pack now?
Yeah.
What do you charge here? What do you? That's a good
These
metric.
ones were, I think, around $6 or $7 a pack. They are a little more pricier than you
It's
think they would
because
be.
it's a limited set, right?
Yeah. We got a full one of them. It's not bad. Sorry, this box is starting off much better than the other one. Just with, like, the first card. I mean, the Triad was also really good, too. But, yeah, there's a lot of... Just get that right there in the corner. There's definitely a lot of things I think the set does pretty well for such a limited thing. Kind of like that, the fabled, or the... Awesome, thank you. But yeah,
Lydia Frey, blue black.
yep.
I like blue black. If you guys haven't watched the show enough, I like blue black.
I mean, blue black is really good because it gives you like some of like the control that you want out of blue. But black that has all the removal / you could do. It lets you. It's very. The mirror definitely has this like, I'm gonna do something, but when it happens, it's gonna be this unfolding process is gonna happen. Or if you're doing like a creature version deck, it's like, here's my creatures, and they're gonna do some weird like they have this, and when they hit you, something happens, and it kind of keeps this perpetual like cycling of like things keep unraveling. So like the best way to describe like the mirror just in general Magic, it keeps going and never like just stops. It's like you can be very calm, but when you finally do something, it gets very explosive.
Oh, we use Raider. We use the Rode Wireless Go 2 system. Awesome system. Swear by it. It's not sponsored by them or anything. I just I did my research. I needed a new rig going to event coverage and to stream, and this one just is great. It's USB based. It's all internal. You can plug it into a phone directly, USB-C or Apple, and it's been working flawlessly. It's been great. I've been wired for 10 years, so this is a lot of freedom for me.
Oh yeah.
So it's awesome.
And trust me, I know at my home, because I try to get away from like using headsets because I don't like the clankiness whenever you move. The headset kind of like wobbles around.
Yeah.
And then usually that's the quality of the mic's never that great. So I have like an arm for my mic, and I have it there. So I bought my own like mic just for that.
They are a little heavy.
Yeah.
But like you can get adapters for them if you need to. I don't really think the adapters are necessary for the stuff I do. I think I'm gonna carry this Mortify card around with me, and when people tell me something like horrendous, I'll be like, no, I'd have no words. I'm just gonna play that card.
Yeah.
And I'm absolutely positively mortified.
The good part, you're gonna have like a place on half of this
I
one.
love those lands. Love them.
Maybe just calm down. Yeah, this would be weird. Like this one.
Like, I mean, do they make posters? Because, like, I would want to...
They sometimes
I
do
would
like
love that as a poster.
they sometimes use like play mats and stuff like that. It just
that's
varies. Like it's set apart for like a lot of the stuff that they
Hashtag
partner.
ad.
Yeah, hashtag.
Yeah, no ads. Just good product, man. Like good products don't like I'll say this, like good products don't need ads. It's referrals.
Yeah.
That's how you know a product's good, is when you don't see ads for it. Instead, you're seeing people actually talk about it organically. But that's
Yeah.
incredibly hard to do.
Yeah. I think if you really focus and try to make like a good quality product, that it just kind of speaks on its own.
Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't, man. It's sometimes like it's a brand name. I'm gonna take a Beats.
Yeah.
The headphones Beats by Dre. They're actually really terrible headsets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like because you have the name and because Dre's
yeah.
behind them, like
Yeah.
people buy them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely tough. Marketing is tough.
Oh yeah. Trust me. There's a lot of headphones I've used where like they're.
Oh, they have alt. So this is the regular alt for Lady
Yeah,
Frey.
yeah. So almost every every common legendary creature also has an alt one. So it gives that kind of feel that like there is a higher rarity to be pulled of it. Nothing.
I mean, there's a lot of cards going to the
Yeah.
right. So I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we're getting some hits.
Again, because the set's like kind of like a limited set. There's, I don't know how long they were printing the set for. So there's only so much of the set that will be around, and of course people have the probably like a FOMO because of Fallout and how popular that was.
Right.
Like,
It's also Universes Beyond.
Yeah.
So that's right there. You know, it's limited. On the get go.
Yeah, and also all these legendary creatures, it gives you so many options to build like an assassin deck, because everything is like, an assassin this, so you can like build your deck any kind of colors you want to, which gives it a good feel that you're not like stuck into like, most assassins are usually black and blue, and typically that mainly, but there's been, now you get assassins in like white, red, green, which are not usual assassin colors. That's usually like your soldiers.
Yeah,
or
the
barbarians.
whole set can't be black.
Yeah, and they did a good job.
Well, that would be hilarious if it was.
But even then, it's like this is like a not assassin, it's a rogue, but it works within the same parameters of like an assassin.
Oh, you were just I don't know if you mentioned this, but you just talked about that. There's like if you want to show that off real fast, it's
yeah.
the normal version and like the alt art version.
Yeah, so you have.
And the foil, we got all three of them in that pack. That's interesting.
fine.
We got a foil, we got a regular, and we got the borderless or whatever it's called.
Yeah, and plus we pulled this one full. But yeah, these are all the same card, but the good part, if you're more like a traditional Magic player, you don't like your foils as much, then you got that. The foils, they also do pretty good at like making it like certain specific things on it.
It's the gold of the black and blue that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like that gold.
And then there's this one where it's just very action, very cinematic. Also, just a very different Magic border where it's like very broken, almost shattered looking. Like the box is not squared off exactly like the normal traditional card is. Yeah, I think they did a good job to like, for an uncommon but a named character, they give like a good spread of like imagery. And also the art's pretty like intense sometimes with like, and some of it feels very Magic, some of it feels unique to makes the set feel unique to it, like it's own set, which a lot of sets struggle to get like their own identity.
Or they can have sometimes too much of an identity.
Yeah,
like it's way out there, and you're like, hey.
Roll back a little bit, yeah.
Or was it like, what was the Murders of Karlov? I think almost had too much of an identity.
Yeah, everybody was wearing like the Sherlock Holmes
Yeah.
hat. There were everything's like murder this, murder that. I'm like, okay, that's.
Ooh, you actually put a land. Is this good?
Oh.
Legendary land?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I wasn't sure if it's good or not, because I know like lands are just good. I just know legendary lands are good. No, but like it's cool too, because like people who say this doesn't matter, this matters. I've seen people spend $100 on cards just because it's a variant art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they have the card, but they want this version of the card or this print, like the Cal McGower printing, not the reprint or whatever. You know.
This is a good reprint too. So they've done this one. So this one, it kind of ties into the game, but also at the same time it has its own playability. I know I was running this card in a Pioneer deck for a while. So, yeah. And the foil is also popularly well too. Those are very specific, like, oh, the belt buckle is foiled and the rest is non-foiled. Yeah. Yeah, if...
Sorry, I have to. This is relevant to the stream. I just have to read this headline. JD Vance tries to blame Magic the Gathering as the reason girls thought he was a creepy teen. I don't know how true that is. I'm not making accusations. I'm not saying everything. I just think that's a funny headline.
Yeah.
I just think as we're opening Magic cards.
Hey, if a headline could bring that up, I mean, that's a successful headline.
Look, I mean, like there is the stereotype of Magic the Gathering has a certain player base. I've heard that, but you know what? I think it's, especially with the Universes Beyond, like the last few years, I think it's like it's expanded.
Oh yeah.
You know, like my wife, there's certain sets that she was really into. I had a friend who just got into it because of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think they've definitely got something here. They're doing really good.
Luckily, you have more successful people that are like traditionally more pop oriented, like Post Malone and other artists like that, and various people that they have that mainstream success, and they also have the hobbies of Magic. And also more people like with popular rise of certain streamers and stuff like that. Those things are now more accessible.
I mean, I would say it's more pop culture than like nerd affiliate at this point. You know what I mean? Like it really is. Like most of the nerd stuff has become full blown pop culture now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was made fun of in high school for liking this stuff, and now it's just like I think you have to like it, or you're made fun of for not liking it.
Yeah, I mean,
It's very weird.
I'm not in the camp of like, oh, I was bullied, so you be a nerd, you have to be bullied too. I don't hope that for anybody. I hope
being
everybody
bullied
should.
is awful.
Like,
No.
no, and I'd rather people like, hey, I'd rather you get in the game and be treated so you get the full joy and experience of the game. And this, the fact that you now have, you might have been interested, but now this is a bridging gap, so you can now connect with more people. And I think things with like the expansion and venturing into different IPs, bringing more people into it, so now you have more common ground with people.
Wait, I need you to talk about this card for a minute.
Okay. Yeah,
And if you like it or not, because that's an interesting card.
It's funny. I think it's very enjoyable. So, phasing out, it's really strong. It's pretty good. Also, it's funny that you're falling into a haystack. So, literally before you're jumping off a building. So
right, yeah, you're disappearing, right?
there's
That's
like
the whole
the
concept.
human-ish imprint right here. But yeah, I think it's funny that you can also the flavor text is search the area. You can't have gone far. And it's very fitting. It's like the game just it gives the feel like Assassin's Creed for the hay barrel, the haystacks, and jumping out buildings and the hidden blades, and they make them so prominent and so consistent. And
it's cute, just good design. So
and then and the magic mechanics are because like again, 30 years of magic mechanics can add towards a lot. But yeah, the idea that all these things have this very like well meshing. Like playability with each other. I think it's awesome that you can feel like you're playing cards thematically, not just like
the theme aesthetic.
Yeah.
Aesthetic is very important. I mean, it's what got me into most of my tabletop stuff is the aesthetic.
oh yeah.
Let me put. Wow, I got no views. That's so disappointing. I have an interview with the designer. That's really weird.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like we're dropping a little bit.
Oh okay.
There's more people coming into the store using the
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, so we might be dropped.
Well, that's pretty cool. A borderless foil Cleopatra. That's awesome.
Anyone could get off the internet. Thanks.
Thanks. But yeah, that's unfortunately. I mean, most of the value is probably gonna be in the collector boosters because that's where the high-end
I don't know,
cards.
man, you're putting a lot. Like I've never in our unboxing history, I've never seen you put these many cards to the right.
Well,
in our
again,
entire...
Yeah, I mean, some of these will vary from like value and everything, but there's some things I know people are just looking for because the set we never got a whole bunch of it, so we weren't like cracking boxes. We're like we made cracked one or two boxes.
Sean and Rebecca are bad.
Oh no, there's some cards like
I'm distracting you too. I'm talking to you, so like as you're trying to do your game, your local game store business stuff. No, it's interesting because like I mean you've opened stuff on this show before and like you just pull nothing after like two boxes. It's like 3 cards.
Yeah, I also like the good part is I know like certain rares, like even if they're not great, there might be like a 25-cent rare or maybe less. But the idea is that people would be looking for it because like again, because a card is worth $100 means it's very playable. Because a card's 25 cents doesn't mean it's not
playable.
Yeah.
But it's also what's it's the sorcery shit.
Yeah, it's
That's one of the first rares that aren't great.
It's uncommon.
Oh wait, is it?
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Oh, that is a difficult one. Okay.
Also, I'll give you another tidbit of not a tidbit of but a little cheat code to find out if it's a rare or not. Rares are gonna have the actual emblem.
Oh, the emblems, yeah, shiny foil.
And then I think there's probably like one I really grabbed. I think it's probably these figure like this. I think it's like a reconnaissance, like this one. So they'll do like a kind of normal foil, but won't have the magic Planeswalker emblem in it. This one's just a really popular card. This card used to be like one of our case cards.
Oh wow! That's a
But
big
it got
deal.
reprinted, so it just went down a bit in that version's. But that card, it might not have existed foil beforehand. Smoke Bomb is still like one of my favorite cards from the set. The fact that, let's say somebody's like trying to do target your whole field, you're like, okay, 3 mana, I'm gonna flash this in. All your creatures have shrouds. I mean, they can't be targeted by anything. You can't even target.
You talk about why the game's so popular and it withstood the test of time for like over 30 years is because of all the meta, of all the different combinations and all the things you can do, all the strategies you can do. They're always different. And like, I mean, even like, especially in Commander, like Commander, I mean, it's more wonky.
Oh yeah, half of Path's a good card too. It's just like half of Commander. I remember when EDH was recognized by Magic, the Gathering, and Wizard Coast as Commander, and everybody started gravitating towards it. The playability cards, like they're slowly encroaching more competitive, but because not many people were legacy players, which would have been like all Magic, so you didn't know about all the odd intricacies of everything. So eventually got more shaped, and of course you got people to play competitive Commander, CEH. But all that it grows over whatever the meta is. And of course, I remember when the game first came out, or when Commander first came out.
You're dating yourself when the game first came
out. So there was Mindslaver was a really popular card. People thought it was really strong. Now people look at the card like it looks borderline unplayable in the current meta, and also a lot of other cards too. Like that card's busted. They even like in the I want to say last year they unbanned a card. I think it was Worldfire. Because on release that card was really strong. Now you look at it like, oh, it's so much mana, and like you win like turn 4 or 5. Where some cards now are like turn 1 to 2 wins. So like in comparison, like that's super slow. And people do acknowledge like what was competitive then and competitive now have strongly wavered back and forth.
When I moved up here, like I used to play it, and I played some kid, and I think he won on turn 2 because he just burned me to death like in 2 turns. I was like, what just happened?
Oh yeah, there's some and a good part too. I definitely enjoy. I felt intimidated when I was younger playing against some of the older Magic players, and then seeing some of the kids now, younger than I was when I started like showing up for like a little comic store, and they're like beating people. I think for our modern tournament, the people that were playing for the Winner Box, we had like 20 some odd people for that. The final round was between like a 14-year-old and a 15-year-old kid.
Damn.
And the next age jump was the next youngest was 25. So there was like a decade age difference.
1 second, let me go over here and play the music again.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't want to get up. I'm being lazy. I think the music stops.
Oh.
Yeah, it did. Let's just play it again. Boop. It'll play through. No, I said play. There we go. The music's too loud. But there you go. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you a funny story. When I was like I think 10 or 11, my cousin came over from Michigan and he was like, "You want to learn Magic?" And like I wasn't a focused kid. I was very sporadic. So like but like he brought out his Magic cards and they weren't like beta or alpha or anything like that. But like they were like old cards and we were shuffling them without sleeves.
Oh yeah.
We were just damaging the hell out of them.
Oh yeah, I remember very well. So my friend, his uncle, he inherited some of his collection, and there was a set called Unhinged, which was the first set was the first Jokes that was unglued and went unhinged. But in Unhinged, they kept the 4 basic lands, which were unique to this set. Like they were an oddity. But back then, I was like, I never really get because most full cards were expensive. And because you didn't really want to damage it or anything.
Right, yeah.
So there's a basic, and I'm pretty sure if anybody plays Magic in chat, they would know, an unhinged foil island was what I was looking at. I was like, oh, I wonder how the foiling, so I started pulling it apart, tearing this foil card in half. Later find out that foil land is like, oh, it's just a basic land, it's not worth much. It was like a $60, $70 card. It was tearing in half.
As a kid?
Yeah.
In the 90s? That's like gold.
Yeah. It was, luckily it was early 2000s, so like 2003, 4. But still, it was like ripping a card in I'm like,
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it is. It's like flipping or ripping.
yeah. But it was just more my curiosity as like a kid, like you were like, poking like a dead thing. And it was like, wonder why this is like, oh cool, that's how they do full. Okay, that's cool. And
Interesting.
like, oh, that card was like $70. Oop, my bad. That's the card I was talking about. This card's a big one. I know he comes to.
Ezio, he's a big guy.
Yes.
Ezio Auditore, I know how to say his name.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe just take the fact, if you minus all the this abilities from it, the fact that it's a 2-mana, 3/2 menace, just good stat line right there. Assassin spells you have pay black, and you can cast them. So even if you have like a creature that might be like 13 mana, but it's of course 13 mana is too high. Let's say 7 mana, and it's an assassin. You can then just hit somebody with this, or any of your assassins, and you just pay 2 mana to cast it instead of paying this.
This is the one you talked about before we started streaming. Like you instantly lose the game if you have 10 or less life.
Yeah.
But you have to pay, every color. Okay.
Yeah. But in Magic, if you have enough if you use treasure tokens, but also because it has all 5 colors in this, in the commander setting, he's technically a 5-color commander.
Oh, because it's on the card,
yeah,
right?
so-
That's the rule.
So he's technically an assassin deck that you can run any color assassin in. So it gives you such a wide range of just available cards, followed by another full rare. Not bad. That pack was.
That's a good pack.
Yeah, just the Ezio alone was Ezio. Yeah, Ezio.
I've been thinking about doing like a show where you come in and like I buy a pack and I open it and then I try to see how many packs I can keep doing that and with credit, until I stop and have, you know what I mean? But I don't think it'd have to be a baller set. I think otherwise one bad pack and you're just done.
Oh yeah. I think it's a new one, or if it's at least new art. This one, that's cool. Full terminate. This guy who's seen a lot of. That's awesome.
Is that Pony?
It's a named horse.
Like Serafax shows us the meaning of haste.
Yeah.
He pulls out the dictionary to go fast.
Yeah.
Shadowfax.
Oh yeah.
Shadowfax.
There's so many. A game I wanted to see him crossover with, but I really doubt it. Was so I remember growing up really enjoying Shadow Colossus, and just knowing all the big creatures like a very gigantic. So I want to see like a set that could fit it as like a subset, like how they did the Godzilla cards. Like all the big legendary creatures were Godzilla versions of them. I would love to see like this be Colossus 1, 2, and all of them. And then of course you could have like the main character and his horse and everything. Also, they have like goofy things like lizard tails and.
Yeah, that game was super ahead of its time.
Oh yeah, I think
super ahead of its time.
So like it's very atmospheric and just the scale of things, like and how it's like.
It wasn't until God of War we got that again too.
Yeah.
Like God of War was like the first one to kind of mimic that feeling.
Yeah, you're like doing something
Of
way,
scale, yeah. Like how do you kill something that's 800 feet tall?
Yeah. So yeah, I think they could do a lot of things.
And each one was a puzzle. That was the big
Yeah.
thing. Each one was a puzzle. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think the game just is based around like there was a story there, and it was kind of like almost very in the same idea of like the Souls-like game. Oh, the Souls games, like there's a story there, but it's not gonna be blatant in your face. You're like,
Right.
You're gonna like, why is this guy the king of something, or the burnt something? And like, okay, what's this? And like, you need to do the deeper delving into it. Like, it's like, all right, pick your sword up and find out the next titan is. Like, okay, cool. But then if you want to find a little bit deeper, like why you're doing this, there's a lot of cool things, I think. But that would be like my dream, like crossover. And I know there's some other games in that franchise, but
It's a very well beloved game.
Yeah.
It's up there. It's really up there.
yeah. But
Restart sequence.
I think realistically, if you look at all the other crossover sets between like that receive the full set, for Lord of the Rings, that one had, books, movies, shows adapted to it, so it had a wide knowledge and
Right,
timeline
and they
to
have
cover.
to and sometimes they only have rights to certain things. People
Yeah.
are really upset about that Amazon show because it's based on the ruling of the Silmarillion, but they
Yeah.
didn't get the rights to the Silmarillion.
Yeah.
So they only got the rights to the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So like they have to do weird things. And
Yeah.
that's the argument. And like people are saying, why try that if you don't have the rights to the Silmarillion? I tried to get the Silmarillion. It's very weird.
It's
Very difficult to read.
I know the manager here. He's a big Tolkien fan. He has
Casey?
No, Alex.
Oh, Alex.
He's a huge. He has a master set of Lord of the Rings sets. He has, I think, X amount of copies of all the Lord of the Rings plus The Hobbit plus X amount of copies of Silmarillion. He's read it multiple times. He's literally over his. We're good friends. I'd go over to his house sometimes. Over his computer has a whole map of Middle Earth and on like a tapestry that's probably like 7 feet long.
Tolkien, like, arguably, like, defined fantasy.
Oh,
like,
yeah, no,
he
yeah.
really
I mean, even go like this room is based around a tavern dungeon, and Dungeon Dragons, like early Dungeon Dragons, would want to use the word Hobbit, they couldn't, so they went Halfling. So
I mean, like, you can see all the inspirations
Yeah.
that stem from those novels, right? That's the big thing. Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering,
Oh, yeah.
Jim Henson, all that stuff. Dark Crystal,
Oh, that's cool.
Skyrim. You know what I mean? Like all
yeah.
these things. I mean, like Elder Scrolls. Like they all pull from that. It's funny how it ripples in
Oh, yeah.
waves.
Yeah, I think, again, so realistically, of course, think about the next two Universe Beyond sets between Marvel and Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, it's going to show my arrogance, but I'm not even sure what number they're on now. Is it 14, 15?
For what?
For the base Final Fantasy games?
They are on. Because the online one throws me off.
Yeah.
I think they're on 16.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, so there's so much stuff with that game, because with that set alone, there's so much to pull from. And in Marvel's...
You only pull from 7.
Yeah,
You pull from the best one.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a little bit, in my perspective, you pull 7 and maybe a little bit from 9.
Yeah.
Like, those are the ones you pull from me.
Yeah, I think I played 10.
You throw 8 in the garbage where it belongs. Sorry.
No, trust me. The good part, like, there's a lot of cards, a lot of games where people, like, have a strong... Oh, that's cool. Yggdrasil. What's this?
Is that from Lord of the Rings?
No, this is Norse, so, like, Thor.
Oh, right. Like,
It's a
I
world
think
tree.
they have
Yeah.
one in Lord of the Rings, too. They call it the Tree of Light or whatever.
Yeah, everybody, different mythologies and stuff like that always take inspiration from other things. So,
Yep.
all right, we're almost done with
Nordic, Greek, Roman mythology, a lot of similarities. I always thought the Nordic stuff was weird, a little weird.
this. I mean,
I guess it's all weird.
Greek mythology is pretty weird. Yeah, like, if you ever look at Zeus,
Yeah.
and like,
Yeah.
there's something not like
You're not right with him.
It's like if there was like we believe it's like all written up to tell stories. They didn't have like a collective meeting. Like, all right, he turns into a goose and he does something with somebody. Like, wait, what? No, I thought we're gonna. What about in the heavens with all this? Like, no. He turns into a goose.
And now that's where you get these creatures from.
You're
All
like-
right, yeah.
Okay, sure, why not? If that's what you want. But yeah, so that's why I accidentally put that one land in here because it looks very similar to this one. But let's see if you get. We only have 2 more packs of this. I mean, the Ezio was probably one of the better ones.
We did Greek mythology in high school, and like our teacher was like, "Yeah, Zeus sleeps around with everybody, and he'll turn into animals and sleep with animals too." Like that was the big thing.
I was like, oh, interesting, cool. Yeah, I think it somehow got down like a rabbit hole of stuff.
Yeah, it does. It does. It gets
I was like-
really
like,
messy
huh.
very quickly.
Yeah. All right, so we're nearing the end of this, but
We
again,
have 3 collector boosters that hopefully
Yeah.
have 1, 2, 3 serialized cards.
that'd be absurd, but that'd be
Oh my
awesome.
God, dude. They were all at the bottom of the pretty press, and I got 3 of them.
Yeah. All right, so this will be the last Beyond booster. Of course, they gave it like its own unique name. Hopefully, they'll go to the next set. They don't go back to these Beyond boosters.
Cool. Hemlock file. Cool
Oh, yeah.
art. That's awesome art.
Yeah, there's a lot of cards in here that are pretty neat. I think this one's just for a 1-mana 1/1 assassin. The fact that you can pay 1 and give it your choice of what you want. You give it flying, lifelink, death touch. So it's like a very modular card where you could like kind of choose which one you want to do. So it's pretty good. It does a lot of interesting things with very blue-white in its playability. Check the cards, and luckily it's a more popular character. But yeah, that's the last Beyond booster. And now,
We got a lot of Ezio.
yeah, you'll see there's a lot of repeats in the set. But again, this set's only, I think, I want to say sub 150.
I'm gonna rub this for good luck and give you the first one. I'm gonna hand you these one at a time. We have three. We have three collector boosters.
So these ones are gonna be instead
I
of
sometimes get boxes. That not this time.
so the normal packs are 7. This one's 10. It's a little bit smaller than your average collector booster, but a little bit more cards. But you're gonna see a lot more foils, and yeah, it should be 15 for that. All right. So if you didn't see enough of the other cards already, you're gonna see a lot more.
There are a lot. It's a small set, so
Yeah.
like you get a box or two, you pretty much see everything. Yeah.
But some of the foiling, I love gradient foiling like this, where like it tapers in and out. Where it goes
Where like it's matte in certain places. Yeah, so it's not all shiny.
Yeah. All right, so I think you get 2 of these. Oh, that's cool. So this is gonna be a textured foil. It looks really dark, but you could kind of see like the matteness to the edging of it. You get a foil for it. Oh yeah, we actually didn't, I think, pull any foil full arts, but they really pop.
Great lands. I want the water. I want the.
This one's a pretty solid card, Altair. Hopefully you could pull. It's just, of course, every assassin has its.
It's Altair.
Altair. My bad. Oh no. You got extended art cards.
Jack Lepideux. Jack Lepidus. This is how you
Oh
say
wow.
it.
You actually got a texture card.
Woo!
Of the card I just talked about. That's fine.
Yeah, you said yeah. Look at that. Take a list
That's
of Pokemon.
actually cool. You could really
Damn.
fill the full on this one.
Is that Ezio? It's Altair.
Yeah,
Okay.
the one I ruined the name of.
It's okay. It's fine.
Well, as long as you forgive me.
Dude, if I play D&D, I ruin every name that I say. Every name I ruin. It's awful. What is it? Is it full art? What do you call it? Textured?
Textured fall. Yeah.
I'm just curious. Alternate art. There's too many. How do you spell his name?
A-L-T-A-I. I don't think TCG uses that I, so.
Showcase?
Yeah, showcase textured foil.
It doesn't say, it just says showcase.
Well, you should look at other versions of it.
I'm just curious. Oh, not a bad hit.
Well, that's not even that one. This one's a more expensive version, too. So that's just the
Oh,
basic one.
wouldn't it say at the bottom, like, foil or need
No, so this is be its own listing. So if you the best thing is probably just copy. Ooh, went to a different card.
It's fine.
This type of Altair than textured.
If I can even, but I can say his name, right? Like, right? That's the problem, Al. Oh my God, I can't focus today. Sorry.
That's okay.
I have dyslexia, so it's really difficult when things are
Oh no,
moving.
trust me.
Textures foil. Oh, ding, ding, ding. Okay, yeah. No whammy.
That's a pretty good first collector booster.
That is good.
And you also got another mythic.
Holy crap, that thing looks gorgeous.
This one's also probably several dollars. I mean, between this, and his, you actually pulled them twice in one pack. So this is probably roughly close to $100 pack.
Damn.
So, pretty good.
Okay,
good.
no whammy.
No whammy. So whatever you did rubbing the pack, you definitely.
Okay, well, you do that again though. Wait, with the Karate Kid thing.
Yeah. Melt the cards together.
You're right. Yeah, with the cards.
Yeah, pretty solid hit.
Yeah, damn. That's you pulled both the cards in the same thing. Now we get a serialized one, right? We get 3 serialized cards in a single pack.
Printing errors are a thing, right?
You're right. Yeah.
Hold on a sec. So this will be your first.
Oh, that's
stroke.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That art, the foil.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the etched foils are.
Yeah.
The good part about them, they're foils, so you have the full shine, but they also don't curl as bad as some of the normal traditional foils do. So, I like the foreground and background. It definitely gives good depth. Also, this is just God. Recipes.
Those look very Lord of the Rings-ish.
Yeah.
Some of these art.
Oh, cool.
Hey, we got a foil. Is it Leonardo da Vinci?
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Card. Card's really good. And Cover in Darkness is pretty solid too.
Oh, nice.
Textureful. So that pack's not bad. This still would be a hit, I think, because base Leonardo da Vinci, I think it's a few dollars, but the foil one is probably a little bit more notable. Not bad. I'll say that's pretty solid.
It's not etched, right?
Yeah, just normal. And then gotta look for that's.
It's okay. You can keep going.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this pack was still pretty solid. Of course, it fails in comparison to the.
It failed in the moment we already did. Yeah.
When you start off here, everything it's you won $1 million. You want 100,000. I'm
Well, I
like,
don't want 100,000.
you're like, I want that million.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Those ones are beautiful.
That's a
All right, last one.
last one.
I'll let you do the Karate Kid thing. No whammy, no whammy.
Right? So, I mean, for getting that texture one, I think it's pretty cool. Monster Raid, Petty Larceny. It's interesting. Looks so dark. I like it.
Yeah, it's so good though. Like, yeah, like, this looks very pretty.
Oh, it says like almost like a goldish color if you get the right angle. Almost like greenish a little. Forest, Jacob, Conspiracy, and
2 conspiracies?
yeah, this one's full, one's not.
Oh.
Another Jacob. Okay, not the most exciting pack, but again, I think nonetheless to finish off the.
How do I contact Wizards of the Coast to tell them I was supposed to get a serialized
But
card? And I
but-
opened the pack.
But a textured foil, this one is pretty cool. And of course, if you want to fill the card, like you can fill like the rivets of like the thing, like that.
Oh wow, yeah, they do.
It's pretty decent.
What's that, dude? We did some put good Assassin's Creed pulls.
Yeah.
We had the good stuff.
Yeah.
And then we're moving on to
Gotta put this-
rabbits and squirrels. We go from assassins, we go from Pokemon to assassins to rabbits and squirrels.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the bundle first, or do you want to do the play boosters first?
Probably bundle to get that out of the way quickly. Plus, it should be pretty simple. And of course, we've opened this before, this Bloomburrow one. It's really fun. People, trust me, we sold out these boxes because everybody went crazy for this die right here. Because this is the first time they actually did the one also having a special symbol on it, which is just a little paw print. But yeah, it's been fun.
We're streaming. No, we're streaming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You can watch us on twitch.tv Shacknews. Yeah. Yeah. We do whenever a new set comes out, we try to do it. It's
Totally fair.
all right. Try to.
Yeah.
Set, do it, open stuff.
So this is the dice.
We did Shrouded Fable, and then we did Assassin's Creed, which came in late, and now we're doing Bloomburrow. Shack
So you
News.
just got like 3 sets out pretty much, right? In a row.
Bloomburrow, Assassin's Creed. What was the one before that? Murders of Karlov. Is that the one? Thunder Junction.
Thunder Junction, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been so much stuff.
Yeah. We
Oh,
put all the
Modern Horizons 3.
Modern Horizons 3.
Three.
That was the big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You had some good hits
And
on
so
that
you
one.
got the 20, which is the set symbol, but the 1 is a 1 and a paw print, so it makes it kind of good. But no, these things, we had one of these, they had 2 people fight over trying to get this die.
Did
dice-
they break a pull queue?
Pretty much, I feel like, yeah. They were. But yeah, we sold out of these pretty quickly. The set's really fun. I've been enjoying it.
People were saying it's the in case.
Bye, see ya.
People saying it's the in case break glass set. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah. I'd say the set, I mean, because we're having a big store championship.
So one of these is lands, and what's the other one?
One has the promo card, which is going to be it's like a green creature. But they're okay. But pretty much most people go crazy with dice. And also, getting 9 packs is pretty solid.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, for and they're play boosters or draft play boosters.
Play boosters, yeah. Sometimes if they're lucky, they'll do a specialty box, be a gift bundle, which will have a collector booster in it. But yeah. Well, this set, again, we probably skimmed through all most of the commons and commons because we've seen them a decent bit. And of course, I think I went a little bit in more depth than the last stream about all of them. But yeah,
Yeah, it's like a minute because we're on Wi-Fi too.
yeah,
So it does. There's a bad delay.
yeah.
Yeah, I know he's still on the green thing.
Nice. Yeah.
How much is this? Oh, fine. Yeah, people are paying $5 for the life counter.
Oh yeah. I mean, for a thing that most people usually could discard.
This is like a $200 life counter. Like, what is this? No, it's not.
Yeah. People are just aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, the officer mechanic, if you're used to that, it just makes a 1/1 version of the creature. It has all the same similar abilities.
Well, thanks for the follow. What is I can't say discuss.
That was me, Brett.
Oh, okay. That's me, bro. How do I know, man? Like, that's, what is that? How do you say that? That's a lot of.
Disgusted him.
So I typed it in wrong, and it's supposed to be an I, not a U.
That's such a username story. Oh yeah, well I hit enter and I couldn't change it, so I just kind of went with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Food tokens.
We also have a VOD channel. We put them all up on the VODs as well. So like for all the, if you want to ever see Cody talk about cool synergies with, we go all the way back. What was the first one we did?
Oh.
What was after Lord of the Rings?
Which season is that swamp?
The swamp, I think, was fall.
behind the equipment. At the very
Oh,
back.
spring, I think.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Do you like that one?
I don't care.
I don't care.
No, I'm curious because.
What does it do with Commander?
No, I heard that some of the seasons were more expensive than the others.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I think so. Like especially if they're foil
Like,
or whatever.
Technically, I would imagine that people could try to maybe try to push off the winter one as a snow cover.
What do we pull for the rare?
The rare was Dawn's Truce, which is
The white Bloomburrow.
yeah. The good part, the gift cards are pretty unique. They're fun. I think they give it flexibility, and of course, this with the one like commander decks for the set being like a group hug deck, it definitely gives like the illusion of like I'm doing something for you.
I think we started. What was the fantasy set? The fairy tale set?
Oh, it's on
Wild of a Drain or Doctor Who? I think is what we started. Doing
Yeah.
this. Yeah. So we've been doing it for a while.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of lizards. I'm running actually in the standard deck.
You doing a lizard commander deck?
Oh, standard deck actually.
Oh wow, standard.
Yep.
Who are you?
I'm
What's standard?
You need a deck to play with me.
yeah.
Hey, there are like at least
I love
2 or
this card.
3 of you here.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
I actually need this card.
Oh, that
I
card.
need this card. That's
Because
good.
it's a lizard. I'm looking for lizards.
I might have got one.
I'm already have a-
If you want it.
Actually, this might complete my playset. So after this, I'm also looking for me personally. So I'm going to throw these 2 cards.
Is it going to be a new pile for you, the personal pile?
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'd say because right now, standard just rotated with the release of Bloomburrow. So there's a lot more.
Oh, that's right. It
the
moves,
meta
yeah.
got shook up a lot.
Yeah,
so,
it moves cards.
Supposedly.
Yeah. I mean, I think more of the longer term, long combo decks that would like get more synergy lost some things from the other ones. Lands kind of rotated out. So, and of course, standard will fluctuate to whatever the land situation is. But like you have your Chevelle lands, they also reprinted Fable Passage in this, so there's more land search and in deck. So hopefully in the future they'll have more stuff to lock.
Here, take that card and put it in a separate pile because you can just have that card when we're done, so you don't get lost in the shuffle.
Sure. Luckily, I already know what I'm looking for. So, but yeah, no, it's like, oh, this card's a really fun card. Again,
Oh, that
anything
card's
that's
really good.
yeah.
Scales?
Scales,
Okay.
Well,
scales.
scales of shale.
Yeah.
So.
Scales of shale. It was scale shales.
Yeah.
Slime square. Times slime square.
Yeah.
There you go.
This card.
I can't speak. Don't
What's the 10-toed turtle card? The
Oh, the
10-toed.
It's 20-toed.
20-toed. No, there's a turtle card.
There's a turtle, but there's a 20-toed toad.
It's a
20-toed.
20-toed toad. And if
And
you have
if-
less than 10 cards in your hand, you win the game
No,
or
it's
something.
if you have 20 or more, you win.
Yeah,
Okay, there you go.
They cycle things. And I also like these lands are pretty cool. The fact that they're technically tapped for colorless, or you could use them to cast creatures. So it gives you that.
Those cards were really good and limited. The black one's super. The black one of that's like really good.
I love how.
You guys have limited players here too?
Yeah.
I play limited.
You play everything. You play Papa, you play Tiny Commander, you play...
Played it probably.
Yeah. I try to play a lot of different formats, but I think it's good to keep a good circulation of just different formats. Keeps it refreshing. And also, if you have more perspective in different formats.
Again, makes it a great entry point to get in anytime, but makes it hell hard to keep up with.
Yeah, no, trust me.
Lorcana's on its 5th set. I'm still trying to keep up with it. That's every 4 months.
Releases today, so
Hey, that was the release schedule for Magic the Gathering back in '93.
yeah.
Dude, I know. Tell me about it. I entered in Time Spiral, and in like 2 years, I was like, I can't do this. I'll never financially recover from this. I couldn't keep up to the standard.
Oh, and the uncommon 3-drop wizard is also really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one, Lizard Warlock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that when I run that as like my sideboard for my deck because
Do you need
I
them?
mean, it's good into the.
I have
matchup.
them already.
Okay.
Trust me, I've been looking for this deck. Right now, I'm just trying to fold this one out, and also this is the card I'm just missing. And of course, this set's
Do
pretty
you
popular.
still need the iridescent vine lashers?
Iridescent Vine Lasher.
Maybe I have to double check on that
Because
one.
I have
It's
a
all
couple
modern.
of them sitting on my table.
It's all modern, right?
Up
That's
to-
all modern?
Oh, that card's really good.
Or standard?
it's
Is there even a modern? It's just called standard now.
No,
No,
so
there is modern.
they're just
Standard
different
was
formats.
originally like type 1.
Yeah, there's type 1, type 2.
Oh, Type 1, Type 2 Extended Legacy. Yeah, I remember that,
And
yeah.
then now, so there's 3 premier formats. Those would be standard. Standard's a rotating format that's usually, it used to be 2 years, now it's 3 years. And they're adding this additional thing to kind of give more continuous support for it. You have Pioneer, which is pretty much the last decade of Magic, to a certain set with certain cards banned. And you have Modern, which is about pretty much the last 20 years of Magic. give or take some stuff.
Is it like, isn't it 2003?
Yeah, 2003. So
like 21-ish.
yeah, so in Pioneer's 2013-ish to now. So hypothetically, say in 2030, there might be like a new format to be 2023 to then. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in
That'd be the most pushed format ever.
Yeah.
What? That
Here's-
green card's really good.
Yeah.
That card's really good.
Yeah, I like this turtle. Yep.
The turtles, that was pretty good limited. I had precisely like 2 copies of one.
Oh, this one's pretty.
I triggered it, and it was still fine. So.
This card, I like the.
Oh, the
base-
winter version of the
Yep.
planes?
Yep.
The
winter
se- the
versions are,
seasons?
I feel like the best looking one.
Yeah. They also supply because you could also, if you want to be cheeky, you can say like, and if you don't want to buy
Budget
snow,
Snowlands.
yes, budget snowlands, like it's snow to stream. Also, this name of this card, Polywallop.
It sounds like it sounds like a Pokemon.
It probably is if you
Sounds
give
like
it.
a Pokemon move.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this
It's
set.
like a bird. It's like,
I've been really enjoying this the set just in general.
the
A
flavor,
lot of people have been, yeah.
Yeah.
The flavor is really on point for this
Yeah.
set.
And Meek.
That card's pretty good. That card was solid limited, the black one.
Sharp is a good reprint, I think, that because Dominator United would be the rotating, it was at the cusp of rotation for standard, and this was in that set. Now it got reprinted, so it's good for another 3 years, pretty much.
Do you know when the last time Smokers rotated out was? 'Cause I feel like it's been in standard forever and it just rotated out.
Yeah, I think one of the other cards I've seen a lot. I love this art foil; looks amazing.
Oh yeah, no, that one's really good.
Yeah,
Oh, the eye? Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
eye
eye,
one.
'cause
Yeah,
it's
it's
a-
a predator, yeah.
yeah, it's like a squirrel in there. Yeah.
When you find a good card to take a picture of, let me know. I'll update the social media links.
Hugs, hugs.
Everyone hugs. Everyone gets cards. Yay!
I don't know why they eat together art's really good.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, this art's very. I love the colors and the flow. It's very soft and very, like, pleasant to the eyes. Like really look at without like some. I think this set, comparatively to other sets where the art's very abrasive and stuff, this has this whimsical, soft feel. Even cards have colors that are not traditionally in those colors of Magic. So it being a blue card, you have this much green and yellow and like oranges and that kind of breaks up the monotony of seeing like the consistency of like other Magic sets where like, oh, it's a blue card. You can tell because the whole card is just one hue.
Give me the hugs card. I'll take a picture of that one.
Yeah. Which one?
The hugs.
Hugs? Yeah, Hugs is pretty fun. It's also, I think, on the box, I think? Like a booster box. I'm trying to remember.
Go hugs, go.
Go Hugs, go. It's a pretty powerful one. But yeah, again, the colors, I think that's one thing I said previously in the last stream, was that the colors of this set is very, like, the fact this is a blue card, you see this pinks and oranges and other colors, greens, and this is a white card, we have this reds, purples, and blues. I think just aesthetically just gives a lot going to it that I think it's just probably visually one of my favorite sets. Also, of course, I'm going to have some
That card
favoritism.
was really good limited, the
Yep.
green one.
Yep. This one's fun. This one I recently had to cut for my lizard deck because, unfortunately,
It's too slow.
yeah.
But
This-
it was also good limited if you could follow 2-drop up with it.
Yep.
A really aggressive curve that was.
Reptilian Recruiter. This is a fun card. I was still thinking about putting this, but I would have to
I think
really.
that card's probably good for
This
your deck.
this card's a fun card. Almost a lot of the class cards are pretty solid. I think. How about double rare?
The one on the left's really good.
Yep. But that's pretty nice. I think.
Double rare.
But the funny part, they're both class cards, which is unique. I think this art has like it's very similar to the. I think it's even the same artist as the other four. Let me see.
No, not David. It's not David Peterson. He's
Yeah.
got a really unique style.
But yeah, I think. Of course, my favorite thing about Magic in general is that there's so many different visual like options for cards. Like they just feel like there's just a good spread of just different aesthetics. Like if you like a certain artist, you can follow their work through multiple sets, which has been my case with Wiley Beckert. I finally got all my cards that I needed from the set foil. She's doing a signing next month. I'm excited for it.
Oh, where at Santa Rosa?
Not Santa Rosa.
Cinemacon?
No, she's not in the Sonomicon. I didn't
Galaxy
talk
Con?
to the other person that helps out here, Rodrigo. He would know because he's the avid card signer. That's cool. So otters.
We're going through this fast, folks. If you are watching,
Yeah.
because we've already opened we opened
yeah.
what, a collector booster and 2 play boosters
yeah.
already that one day.
Yeah.
And we went
Yeah.
through a lot of that
Yeah,
stuff.
and plus this is our 3rd separate product of multiple products.
Yeah, we have a lot. We have a lot happening. A lot going down.
Yeah, especially when you get to the you're going to start seeing these cards way more commonly. But the set, again, if there's anybody in chat wants to like ask about a card, I could always break down and pull back up.
Yeah.
But
Tell you to slow down or whatever.
yeah, the mechanics of the set are very themed around. There's a lot of new mechanics with the new Offspring, the Gift, I think Expend.
Oh, the gifting, the fish, the food, yeah, all the weird stuff.
I don't know, Gage. Let's see. What card was it? Pack 1? It's Gage over there. But yeah, some of these cards they just introduced like a lot of new things. Also, they recently constantly adding more survival mechanics in this. And of course, we have the very text-heavy cards in the set. So a lot of these cards can be a lot of reading behind it. So
Read?
yeah, I know, right?
No, I thought people just play the card and then assume you know what it means and then move on to the next turn.
Yes.
It's funny. Magic players are famous for not knowing how to read Magic
Yeah.
cards, and they keep putting more and more words on them.
Yeah. Like I love these. We'll go to foil. This is like the spring
That
island.
is really pretty.
That's baller.
Yeah, I like. Again, I think Magic they do really good at doing when they're foiling their foreground, their focal point, and like their background having like good depth to it. Like it feels like the card actually goes extended distance back there. Like it tapers off. Like you don't know where it goes off. But yeah, that's really cool. I think it's just surfing. Surf's up. And this will be the last pack for the bundle before you start touching other sets.
Before I start getting canceled for calling it what it used to be called.
Yeah.
Gage is probably too young to even know what it used to be called.
Bad packs?
Yeah.
Canceled!
Cancel.
He sees out and the cancel piece is going to come back to the... Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cool name, but I could see how it would be insensitive, I guess.
Yeah, but no, also I think it just makes it easier.
Somebody played that hybrid card in Limited against me, and I completely misheard the name. It was hilarious.
Pawn Profit.
Yeah, I completely misheard it.
Prawn? Prawn profit? It's a shrimp?
No, not the shrimp profit. No.
Yeah. Yeah. So, there's some. I also like the fact that most of the stuff, like their weapons, are just.
That
So-
artist was at a convention recently, I remember, because they signed a bunch of cards.
Who's the artist?
Forget who.
Zara.
Yeah.
What's that?
I just remember seeing them in like a TCG group
Alfonso.
on Facebook. They're like, I got my rabbit bow signed, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Nice. Skunk Assassin. How much?
Assassin's
Artist-
Creed and nothing but
No,
skunks.
the name's really funny because it's a skunk, too.
Yeah.
Downwind.
Yeah, Ambusher. I think Artist Talent's a pretty good card. I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, dude, that card's just for a common. It looks so pretty. It has like so much detail in it. Even like the foiling, I feel like for a card that most people would normally like skim through, even just like the foil just kind of has like so much going on, so much like flavor in it. All right, that was the last of the bundle, and
Oh boy, do we have more? Do we have more for you? Do you want the Play Booster Box 1 or do you want Play Booster Box 2?
let's see. I'm assuming one probably has some.
We're gonna have to skyrocket through these because you'll be here till 7 o'clock.
Oh yeah,
so we
yeah,
have to
yeah.
go.
Let's
We're
see,
gonna
I'm
be going very quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna just probably skim through most of the commons, might just thumb through and just go to when they get to the uncommon or rare in each pack, because again, 36 or 70.
I don't know if I have enough battery life to get through all of them for my mics.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, if stuff starts dying out, we can always move to the collector boosters immediately. But again, there's so much product. Let's move this over here. All right. So first off.
Everyone, people really like this set. They really do.
I mean, flavor-wise, I like it. But
Yeah.
You like talking animals?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
No, I mean, like, all the cards work really well with the flavor.
This card's a
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh yeah, the scoop moves.
yeah.
Scoot Moose?
No, scoop moves, as in you played in limited and your opponent scoops.
It's because there's not.
See, I love the nicknames for these
Yeah.
things,
Which
you
is
know?
really funny because
Yeah.
I had somebody play it against me in limited twice, and the 2 games we played, and I didn't scoop either time and killed it both times.
Well, not many people usually have answers. So yeah.
No scoop for you.
Yeah. Prove them wrong.
And then I completely forgot he was playing it game 2 and got totally ambushed by his open 6 mana that I should have entirely played around.
Yeah.
It felt so great.
Right. Well, Gage was our one that won our booster box for our
Yeah.
draft. So yeah, he knows a little bit about limited, considering that he beat everybody else that was participating that day. So yeah, it was fun. I
Hey,
think.
stop overhyping me. There was 8 people in the event, okay?
Hey, but still, nonetheless,
Did you guys do like a tiny commander thing, and that thing went on for like 10 hours?
it was
Was it really 10?
It was long.
it was
It was very
from
long.
11, and I left at almost 9. So
It was long.
yeah, it was.
It was very long.
Rookie numbers.
I mean, I've definitely been in a long-term movie before.
That card's pretty good.
Sweet.
That card's also good.
Man of Dorks, fun.
Well, you play Tiny Commander. You like that
Well,
format,
yeah,
so there's a lot of good cards for Tiny Commander.
Yeah,
Sure. I don't think any of the cards we've seen so far in this pack are playable in most decks.
there's some things here and there, but yeah,
That card's really good.
You never know. I mean,
Yeah.
like the next deck could be like, oh, this card's trash. Oh my God, it's the greatest card that works. You play this and you play this, and then this works.
that's pretty good.
It's like they psych you out. They're like, here's a trash card. Yeah, it's garbage. Oh my God, I need 10 of them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure anybody that has been playing since
Right, yeah.
Modern Horizons 2, 3, I mean, because of Nadu, it's made a Kamigawa card go up astronomically.
Do you guys have any copies of Shuko, by the way?
No, we don't.
No.
I thought you guys had everything.
That's what everybody
I've
assumes.
seen this huge wall. You guys don't have everything?
I mean, we'll
Well,
try.
sometimes people want so much of a card that they run out of it.
It's Commander, though. Like, you only need one.
This card's a fun card, I think.
Except also it's playable in Modern and Legacy.
Oh, that's when it gets you.
and
Yeah,
Tiny
modern.
Wars
Yeah.
And everything.
Give too many options. This card's an interesting card. I think it's
That
Is
fun.
that land?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fetch
Card's
land?
interesting.
Shockland?
Fish.
It's all land with like a bunch of different abilities. It's like Trading Post land.
Oh, okay. Hey, fish
For those
token.
people in the chat who know what Trading Post is.
Trading post.
I like the duo cards. They're very
The
flavorful.
Tree Guard duo is really good.
Yeah.
I had a
Auditor.
turn in Limited where I played 2 of them out of my graveyard and attacked for 17.
Nice.
There's that cool, yeah. I've seen
Yeah.
that. I think we pulled a 401 when you were doing boxing the store
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, we sold this collector's stuff, and probably gonna see one. I like the art in this one.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Baby crying. Daring Wave Rider. Okay, so this is I think the buy box promo, or the bundle promo.
I'll be there. I have to go get
Foil. The wall counter. Now I'm trying to go through these quickly so we can eventually get to hopefully collect boosters with the energy in it. Yeah. I'm trying to look for those big hits, hopefully. Again, most of these cards are. I love the fact that a lot of them care for like certain creature typings. So, like things like cheaper for X amount of frogs you have, cheaper for how many lizards. This card's actually just a solid
Yeah, they
card.
had the thing. It said like lizard folk, rat folk. It said like all the keywords and what they do and like their kind of gimmick.
Yeah, this one's a interesting card that again type it out for card creature typing. This cares for how many raccoons you have, and expend is like one of the newer mechanics too. Well, that's pretty good. Rowl's a pretty fun card. I would recommend. Has a lot of late game and explosive capabilities.
Right back. It's gonna get
No
some
problem.
drink dying.
Yeah.
You want anything to drink?
I'm fine now. Yeah. But yeah, anybody that's ever interested in Bloomburrow, I think this is if you can make a deck, and of course you have ideas like, again, I'm very fond of the lizards. They've been really fun to play. But the thing that if you enjoy playing a certain creature type, there's so much stuff. And this pack so far has been very heavily themed around different creature types. But yeah, there's even like some changelings that let you kind of have your fixings. Limited, it has also not the best land selection, but it still has capabilities. Hopefully get to some of the more unique cards.
You guys got rid of the hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
I need hand sanitizer. My haven for hand sanitizer. What do you have going on tonight?
Tonight we're
Friday
doing
Magic?
Modern. Modern's pretty interesting because it's still settling down from Modern Horizons 3 being a big shakeup like the previous Modern Horizons sets. Plus, there's some now new cards from Bloomburrow that makes Modern Horizons cards a little more enjoyable. I would like to see more tribal or more kindred decks get played in Modern. It'd be fun. I love the art in these cards.
I always feel like I should help you because you have so many.
Yeah. Split
I'm
camera
gonna
action.
open just a little bit, just maybe all but one. I'm feeling a little jealous. You've got so much cards to
This
open.
one's so right. I like it. It's there's some depth to it.
I've just bought cases and cases of play boosters. I can't find any serialized cards.
It's like, bad news for you. You can't be in there.
Ooh, guess what, buddy? Oh, Reptilian Recruiter? You said lizards, right? No?
Yeah. Well, there's some certain ones I'm looking for. I already have so many of them. I'm
Well,
just looking-
okay. No, you keep that garbage away from me, sir.
Sorry.
You,
it's like,
you need 50. Valley Mite Caller.
that's interesting. Oh, that card's
Ooh.
a good one.
Infamous Cruel Claw. That's mythic.
Yeah, this one's Greg just pulled this all on the side. This card's a very fun card. I think
I'm helping a little bit.
I'm a big fan of Rakdos colors, and this card has like a lot of cool mechanics, so you can do some really mean things with it.
I won't be able to make steel tomorrow. I'm really sad
Yeah.
for the Lorcan event. I won't be able to make that.
Oh.
I made a call of I have a Call of Cthulhu group, but I always assume they're gonna meet like 5 or 6, and it's like they want to meet at like noon, and I'm like, okay, fine. Hopefully Nicole will come play.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. And plus, they have the new site if you are a
Yeah, we like draft and seal are our favorite things. Like I'm kind of over coming in with a pre-made deck, and it's just not fun.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, yeah, if there's definitely a strong meta, but the meta, I think I would say it's...
The meta doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It's your deck bricking.
Yeah.
I went through 3 events, and all events my deck just bricked.
Oh, yeah, no.
And I couldn't do anything, so I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, I've definitely been there too. Before.
Yeah.
I have many decks that like, if I get that line going, it's gonna be over, and I want to beat people like on so many turns. Like it just like became so overwhelming that they couldn't really answer to it.
I'm helping Cody because we have a lot to go through.
Yeah. So after this box, we have another box.
We have another box, and then we have collector boosters.
Yeah. So the set's been very enjoyable with all the.
That's good to hear. Like when people talk about it's good to hear that people like a set. It's for how much complaining there is of how many SKUs, and to be fair, there were a lot of SKUs for a hot minute. Like I feel like they've got it down now better. When Derek used to work here, he would tell me about I'm like, what are collector boosters? What are play boosters? There was like another type of booster. There were like 4 different booster packs.
Yeah.
What's a jump pack? Like I can't explain all. Like it got a little wild there for a minute, but they figured it out.
Yeah, I think luckily, of course. That's pretty cool. Very thin.
Cool bat.
With all that being said, yeah, there's just definitely a lot of.
Valley Flood Caller.
That's an interesting card. I think it's. I mean, it's still put over here for like rares. I mean, because this set has been again. I was saying this set's been very popular.
It's very like this
right
now, right?
A lot of our inventory cards just get sucked clean. Like we're just out of stuff. Like the Claw. What's her name again? The infamous Cruel Claw.
So it's just good to have cards.
Yeah.
Just good. You're just putting them in that pile because that's just what they're just good to have.
Yeah, I think the fact that we are out of all these cards, even though they might be like $1 or 50-cent card, the fact that so many people are looking for them, even like our commons and comments, like this card right here fell. We're just out of, and just in general. And this is just uncommon, but people are constantly looking for that, myself included.
Please make a pile for yourself.
This card's actually a really good card too. That's one we keep selling out of too. It's if you're playing like a lot of creature heavy decks. Essentially,
nice.
you pay 2, tap it, and adds mana equal to.
Well, land any land, right? Any that's not a basic land is good.
Fortunately, we do not. I know if you run over to the sushi place, they have some forks you can grab for free.
Yeah, because also I want to see like when you have that pile for you, I want you to go over why you're
Okay.
using the cards. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think it's interesting in what you're trying to accomplish.
Oh yeah, I mean the good part I think usually when there's like a rotation that happens in standard or like a new set where things get re-shifted around, it's fun to make new decks that kind of have.
Or like it's also just fun to make a fun deck.
Oh, yeah.
That's not meta, top
yeah.
tier,
Oh yeah, my
gonna
deck
lose.
is not meta by anyways, but I have a really good win record with it so far with playing people locally. But it's just fun that it has like I can make a deck with a loose idea and have it.
Oh, we got another
well.
Fabled Passage.
Yeah.
Search your library for a basic land card. That's just a good card.
Yep. They keep reprinting it. It's like I think it was actually almost rotated out of standard. I think, or might have
Almost, and they reprinted
It
it.
didn't reprinted it, so they've been keeping it consistently in standard. So I'm halfway done through the first box. Try to get through this quickly. Again, I think some of this art I could like. I want to like skip through, but like I see, I'm like, oh, that's really nice. Of course, if you like rats too, there's like so many creature typings that haven't got like that many supports. Like for example, the lizard also got another support not too long ago with they've errated Vishinos into lizards. So if you were running the Vishino creature types, now you have even more support.
My question is like, when does Fabled Passage is a reprint? Is that one worth more or less? Like just like off the top of your head, just guessing. Like, does
mostly
that affect the
the
value?
most recent ones are less, unless they have like a
cool extended art or
special
something.
version, like boardless etched foil
Okay.
one. But usually, original printings are gonna be the most more times long, unless they make that again that absurd rarity where it's like here's a $250 version of it, where you can normally buy in set for like 50 cents.
Yeah.
Plus that card's got reprinted a decent bit too.
What card?
Failed Passage. Because it was originally Throne of Eldraine, they got reprinted in Core 21. Then
21? I thought it was 20.
20? Yeah, it was one of those two. It was a core set. Ooh, I like this card. I just like a lot. I think it's a fun card. The fact it has Enter the Battlefield effect.
Oh, that card's really good.
Oh, the Viper?
Yeah, the fact
You
that
said the same thing when you pulled them, yeah.
yeah, I think this card. I want to build a deck around it. I just don't know how, like, what I want to do or what format.
Look at it.
Yeah.
I saw
Like the
a
art.
blue-black standard deck, I think. Or maybe it was red-black. But it was playing like the one-drop EGBs make an artifact like Blood Fountain and Gold
Yeah.
Layer and Epicure.
Yeah.
To make just stuff you can back to them.
Oh yeah, and I think. Yeah.
And then it was also playing in Soul Artifacts to make a 5/5.
Take out the trash. Nice.
Taking out the
So
trash.
that's why I wasn't here for a while.
Yeah,
Taking it out.
that's cool. This card's pretty solid. I think it is.
That card's really good.
Ooh, Manifold Master.
David Peterson.
Oh, that card's good.
Yeah. Well, this is Chuck.
Oh, it's not? Oh, it's a shot.
Great.
Okay.
Grebe?
Manifold Mouse?
Yeah, it makes a token. I think we have the token somewhere. But yeah, Manifold Mouse is a fun card. At the beginning of combat, choose a mouse you control. You can get double strike or trample. So you have combat tricks enabled onto it. Not say combat, I guess combat triggers. Alright, Trippet Rabbit. Maya the Meek.
Still another one.
Tropes. Again, still a solid card.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Yeah.
So much booster packs.
Yeah, we just barely broke halfway through the box. This card's a really solid card. Overprotect. Really.
I feel like there's a lot of good commons and uncommons in this
Oh yeah,
set.
and nothing gets me more excited for like a Magic set. Oh, I love this. Hey, Wiley Becker. If I got my extender for this one, I love this card. Also, it's a really good card too. It's 2 mana, 2/1. It's like not the best stat line, but if you lost life this turn, it gets Fine and Vigilance, which at the point it makes it really solid. And then when you gain life, you just put a counter on it. And then when it dies, you put its counters on another creature
It's
control.
really good both in the Bats deck and
Yeah.
Soul Sisters.
Yeah.
Because those decks are usually black-white, and they can just like free roll Caves of Toilers.
And I think isn't most Soul Sisters clerics, I believe.
It's full art, right? Or extended art?
It's a
Special
borderless.
guest,
Yeah.
yeah.
Special guest, yeah, which is like borderless.
Oh, that's awesome. I love the art on that.
This card, yeah. The problem is if you really like this art, because you're allowed to have as many of these as you can run in your deck, you just have to get a lot of this same card, which is hard.
In Commander, yeah.
Oh, well, just in general to pull this card, I think. It's like a few $1 card. So,
We got Jackdaw, Survivor.
yeah, not bad.
I thought it was Savior.
Savior?
Savior?
I'm dyslexic, so I'm probably gonna pronounce things. You should be,
Well, I'm just stupid.
somewhere out there, there's a video of me trying to Drizzt, the stupid drow thing. I'm trying to pronounce his name for like an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Drizzt.
Yeah, well, I think it's just a double Z followed by another consonant. It's like, doesn't really feel good. It's like ZZT. Okay, I'm not sure.
I used to do esport videos for Rex Global, like for like Rogue 6, and like the streamers would come on, and they like, you said their name wrong. I go, dude, their name has numbers, like in the middle of it, and there's like
Yeah.
multiple one. Like how am I? Like what? Like give me real words so I can pronounce them. It was like like
Gotta get
like raw dog 1645URT. Oh, it's Rita dog. I'm like, what the what? Like
You gotta get your leet speak up, you know?
numbers as letters. Awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
That's why, like, usually, for when I was younger, I very much disliked having numbers in my usernames, so I would just purposely misspell things.
You guys would hate my math class.
Everybody has,
Ugh. Dude, you don't ask me how long I like that. I haven't divided a fraction in like decades. So if they ever ask you if you've used this, I'll be like, nope.
My math teacher keeps telling the whole class that it's actually a reading and writing class.
It's bad. Like I should probably know how to do that as an adult.
Dividing fractions.
I do it. I haven't done it in 15 years. Like I have not
I
done
mean,
it.
I could explain it to you.
No, I mean, I'm sure I can figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll just do what the kids do. Google the YouTube video, and the YouTube video will show me how to do it.
yeah. Well, trust me, I used to do.
Now, the kids don't do YouTube, they find it on TikTok. What?
Yeah.
What? But isn't that terrible trying to search through TikTok through the master feed?
Oh, yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Ooh, Rat Warlock. I like
Trust,
that.
I used to do a lot of computer science stuff. That's what I was going to college for, and
Season
whenever
of Weaving.
yeah, it's Wiley Becker, love her.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's also just a good card, and I like it a lot. But no, trust me, I've going to YouTube for answers has been my go-to thing for like, why isn't this line working for this? Why is this I'm trying to get this cube to spin
why
on its like axis, and it's like just flipping around up like vertically. I'm like, what? It's not doing what it did. Then I watch a video. It's usually worst part. It sounds like a teenage kid, half my age, talking like, so what you wanted to do is this. And I'm like, all right, I don't need. I'm already being like, look, I have headphones, so someone else could fear this. I'm like, okay, oh, okay, that's where I ran my lines wrong. Like, okay, oops. But yeah, no, trust me. That's very common, especially if you're doing a lot of coding. I'm like, where did this go wrong?
How does this work?
Fix one thing for two things to break? Like, it glows now. But fortunately, it's broken to 3 different parts. Like,
We did it. Oh, wait.
oh,
Oh, that card's really fun.
well, I like
It's
the
like a
art.
sweet commander deck. The frog.
Oh, wow. Alternate art?
Yes, showcase. Yeah.
Showcase.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I'm gonna get those right one of these days.
No, trust me.
There's alternate art, extended art, showcase, and then a bunch of other stupid frames.
Texas,
specific.
textless, textured, what's it? Foil, surge foil. Like
it's-
I can't keep track of it
No,
all.
trust
Oh no, there's like oil slick foil.
No, yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, no, trust me. I'm fortunate not to know all these stupid things because people are like,
It's your job, yeah.
yeah, people are like,
And it comes with the
what's
territory.
what's this card? Like, the worst part is like, I can't assume everybody to know everything. So people are like, how much is this?
They're doing textless promos for like store championship
Yeah.
event, and they keep
Double
picking
rare?
the cards with the most words on them.
Yeah.
That's got to be a purposely troll. They're trolling.
Yeah.
I
They're
feel
trolling.
like it has to be at
They're
this
trolling.
point.
Some of the early ones like Wrath of God and
They did Damnation.
yeah.
They've done like cryptic command. That was real fun.
That one, my favorite part, because everyone forgets what one of usually because there's 4 modes you can choose. Everybody remembers 3 of the 4, and like people are like, what's the last one?
It's counter spell, draw a card, tap all creatures your opponent's control, and return target counter to its limit.
Yep. So,
Not in that order.
yeah.
I feel like that's when people have to explain raids in MMOs.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's how it works.
Ooh, this card, I like this card a lot. This card's pretty
I
fun.
bounce
That
this.
card's sick.
That gets destroyed, and then I pull this, and then I get to draw 3 cards. Then you draw 3 cards. If you had odd number of cards in your hand, I get to draw 2 more cards.
Yeah.
And then like,
Yeah. This card. Is,
wait, stop! I give up.
yeah, this card's pretty solid because there's not many things to reduce colored costs of things.
Showcase
Usually-
art.
Yeah, this is showcase.
Okay.
And there's also
I thought this was
borderless.
extended art. This feels like it's
This one is
No, extended means like they form a bigger picture, right?
yeah.
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 Pretty much the easy way to tell if it has like a black bordering on top, it'll be extended art.
Is that a good land?
It's fun, not probably great.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Does it go in the good pile?
No.
That's all. That's all I needed to say.
It's gonna go into
It goes into the fun pile. Stargaze. That's interesting. Caretaker's talent.
what's that? We could take that.
Interesting. Oh, that's a saga, right?
These are classes. Fortunately, the way you tell the difference between sagas and classes have the image on the left, sagas have the images on the right.
Okay. That makes
Also,
it clear.
there's some other mechanics.
Makes
on
it clear.
Also, I mean, they're
Yeah.
labeled as card
Yeah.
types, but
Yeah, but if you're visually trying to tell like the immediate difference, that's the case. Take a crash raider. Go through.
Yeah.
Good catch.
Gage, you play Pokemon too? Why? What do you got against Pokemon?
I just find it.
Artist class.
It is very basic, but for that reason, that's why it's maintained such a
Oh yeah,
popularity because it is very easy to get into.
it's one of the big 3 TCGs. Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't know. I think Lorcana's surpassing Yu-Gi-Oh at this
I mean,
point.
I mean,
I think it's Magic and Pokemon, Magic, Lorcana.
It-
I think Yu-Gi-Oh's been knocked down a peg.
the only thing that's probably more.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody play Pokemon in at least a decade.
Yeah, but that game, it's so collected. That's the main issue.
Or you can play it on play it on your mobile phone now, which is
Yeah.
awesome, and it's pretty good.
The reason Yu-Gi-Oh is so popular as it is because if you want to play super, like if you want to see like Magic players talk about how obnoxious their line is, wait till you hear like a Yu-Gi-Oh player try to explain their line and how things work.
Dude,
No.
But have you seen Orvar, Cody?
Have you seen what was this? It's this Zombie Lord deck, and like Yu-Gi-Oh, it's such a continuous chain. You have to like mid shuffle do things. It's like it's absurd. It's like
But would
it's
you
just
like to explain Gitrog combo?
there's so much interaction on your opponent's turn that gets really complicated. Trap cards and all that
snail.
nonsense.
yeah, I love this card. The Wicked.
Pot of greed, pot of greed, pot of greed. That's all I remember from that game. Pot of greed. Okay, that's great.
Yeah, no, it's the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh is that there's only like 2 real formats. There's Advance, which is pretty much since the beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh to now, so the 25 years of the game, and then Speed Duel is primarily its own format. But Advance is, imagine if there was only a legacy for Magic, and they just constantly add cards to the ban lists and remove cards, but mainly add.
Dark Star Augur.
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 Yeah, it's a Bat Warlock.
Quite sick.
Does it go in the good pile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got we got another one of those lands that are good.
No, 4-1. Let's go.
Yeah, the 4 one too.
I mean, good is debatable. Playable, sure.
Playable. We look at like is it can you play it in modern? Can you play it in commander? Is it good in those sets? If it's now, then it goes in the fun pile.
It's not good modern, but like, it's alright in standard and Pioneer.
Is it good in commander?
I don't know. I haven't seen anybody play it.
Yeah.
Not
I
yet.
haven't seen anybody play new cards in like a year.
Not yet. They will. They will one day.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Fallout came out like not even 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But those, a lot of those were just reprints, and this with Fallout Flare, right? So they were just older. And do those count really? Like, do they count if it's a Soul Ring?
Exaggerating, obviously.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun things.
Does it count though? Is it a new card if it's just a reprint?
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
there you go.
Yeah.
So you're probably correct.
Fallout did have
Maha.
new cards. That
Maha's
card's really good.
Maha's a fun card. The fact it has so much going on for it.
Saw a sweet mono black like control deck in Commander. You play stuff that gives your opponent's
Oh, wow, that's-
creatures minus toughness, and because it sets all their toughness to 1, it just kills them all the time.
Yeah.
Forever.
Oh, because they go to -1. Yeah. -1/1, they just die. Yeah.
Yep.
Kills things.
So there's like enchantments that just say all creatures get -1/-1.
Yep.
So you just play that, and then you play your boss, and your opponent doesn't get to have creatures ever.
Pretty good. Yeah.
I haven't played it very much, but the one time I did play it, people were like, we had so many creatures on the board. Everyone's like, where's the board wipe? I went to like 10 creatures. Where's the board wipe? We need the board wipe now.
Rat Wizard.
Do you like rats?
This card has too much text on it.
TL, too long didn't read. Kill something, returns it in my hand.
Yeah. Well, this one's like if you target it during your turn specifically, look at so many cards off of your deck, and you put a creature with X amount of 3 or less from there into play, but only if it's your turn. If it's not, then it goes into your hand, and it only triggers like once per turn. So and all the cards go on the bottom of your deck in random order.
Doesn't Valiant inherently just only trigger once each turn?
Yeah. So, but I like the fact that they even since then they've also swapped things with the word. Instead of enter the battlefield, it's now enters. They've also swapped converted mana cost to mana value. So they've already had to shorten words already. I like the art. To already make cards already fit on text.
That's not Gitrog, right?
No.
No,
Oh,
wait, is
yeah.
that the... Because Gitrog was a special
Actually.
guest, right?
Actually, here to be easy, it tells you on the back. This is the Gitrog monster. Yes.
Haha, I'm too good. Gitrog was special guest for this.
Yeah. Yeah, they did a lot of creatures. All the creatures are creatures that don't have a human creature typing, or have a creature typing that fits within the Bloomburrow set.
I think the only special guest card I pulled in my box was a Ledger Shredder. Like, so
Yeah.
Weak. Weak.
that card's really good, the
Yeah.
Curator.
Yep. And that's that one. Okay, we're almost done with the first box. Yeesh.
We went through that really quickly. I did help you a little bit, though.
I know. Yeah, I'm trying to go through and, of course, only really point out like the rares that are worth stuff.
Well, the cards that are
Yeah.
really playable.
Yeah.
Really playable.
Because again, there's a
I
lot.
mean, by definition, literally anything.
Yeah.
is playable,
Yeah.
That can't necessarily be true all the time, though. Like, your card could be so bad.
Yeah.
You could use it, but, like, why would you ever? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
When you have this card.
By definition, it just means you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unplayable.
Yeah.
Unplayable.
In my eyes. Nee. So that was the first box. There were definitely
this
some
for you,
pretty
Gage.
decent hits of the first box. There was
Yeah, go over some of the hits.
Maha
Yeah.
was a good one. This is pretty solid. We also got a foil showcase card. The card might not be like the best card, but it's definitely a visual good strike hit on it. We've got some of the seasons. You got both the white and blue season right there.
What are the modes on the white season?
The white one, I believe. Let's see. So you choose 5. 1, create a rabbit. 2, exile target non-land permanent. Your controller draws a card. And the third one's return a permanent card with mana through the
sorcery, yeah.
Yeah.
Card seems sweet.
Just play the fairy time rabbit. Make it instant. Like that card. Rotmouth. Rotmouth's a really good one. We also got a 3 city. Pretty good card. Cruel Call. I think it's just very flavorful, very fun.
That card's so good. What?
Yeah. What flavor? Yeah, no, it's good. I like it. Then Raoul is I think really fun. It's also the only planeswalker in the set.
Oh, really? Only one's Planeswalker.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's like
Guest ones.
there's
Yeah.
the special guest.
Yeah. But as like the main set story.
Oh, they just make free versions of the Planeswalkers,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Putting this in your pile.
And of course.
Yeah, sure. All good.
And of course.
It's my job. I'm basically the janitor on the street.
Yeah.
Just to make sure everything's
Yeah.
clean.
These cards.
Damn, then why am I still here?
Right.
These cards
Your
are
commentary.
primarily for my deck, so Wizards.
The everyman's commentary on
Yeah.
the stream.
Yeah.
Do we have this lizard that I'm just using because one drops are really consistent, and this one also has potential.
And what's cool is that you play this in modern.
A standard.
Oh,
Actually.
sorry. Modern is standard or no?
No. I mean, standard cards can be in modern, not vice versa.
Okay. All right. Sorry. So you play this in standard, which
Yeah.
is like there are like 2 of you guys. So
The Ravine
This-
Raider was really
We're
fun
gonna
and
be
limited.
something. Yeah.
Because you just like swing with it and then try to mind game your opponent
Yeah.
with like 6 open mana. It's really sweet.
Yeah. There's standard. I think because it is a premier format and it's part of the circling, rotating premier tournaments, so like PTQs and whatnot.
Okay.
And of course, usually if you play Arena, the only premier format you can play on Arena is Standard.
I mean,
They're slowly, they're slowly,
They have it for.
yeah. But as of now, I mean, Dual Commander just officially got picked up by Wizards of the Coast, so that's an official thing. So people, so people that want to actually play actual competitive, like focused Commander, to get like treated with the Wizards of the Coast handle on it, that'd be the format for you. Because currently the rules committee for base Commander is going to be more casual leaning. So there's a lot of stuff to that. So you might see in the future a premier Commander format.
Maybe.
Yep.
For the common good?
For the common good, it's interesting. Just as I would probably put it over there.
And then we got a mythic.
Oh, that's cool.
Seasons of Gathering.
Nice. So that's another season. So far we've pulled 3 different seasons. So we're just missing the black and the red one. Even though I think the red one's probably the least interesting one, the black one is a little more playable.
I'm helping Cody on
Oh,
this
yeah.
side a little bit. There's just a lot to go through, and he's.
Got this
I've
place.
had him for what, 4 hours already? Just about.
Yeah. We started like close to 1, so it's probably.
We had 2
2.5.
sets. Just apparently, like I guess the Wizards said that like because of the holiday week,
Yeah.
they went out late, but it went like really late. Like
Yeah.
I was like, well, wait a minute, like this came out though 2 weeks before the pack came out. So
I know. I mean, to be honest, these sets were pretty close to each other, so it wasn't like you're.
they're always close to each other
Yeah.
nowadays.
It's like Whirl, Fountain Bell.
Dude, a lot of the Thought Stalker Warlock, pulling a lot of them. Lunar Convective each step each game of life. Oh, an enchantment. That looks interesting.
Another one. This one's interesting. I think it has a lot of with bats because bats care about you gaining life and losing life.
Oh, that's cute.
This one helps with that. The turtle's pretty good. Okay.
The 9. Did you pull the 9-turd Toad or whatever? The thing that makes you win
So
if you have 20
fortunately,
cards.
that's a commander card only, and those are only collector boosters.
Oh.
Yeah. So we might see one later, and I know.
We have a few collector boosters if you guys are watching. We actually have quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6.
I think that's literally half a booster box.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And like they're $30. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But hey, if people are buying them.
Yeah, no, trust me. And if you want to get those raised ones, like, so in the box, even help prove the fact that I got a decent box last time. That Liliana we pulled, the etched one.
Oh yeah, the mouse etched gold
that was
foil
like a
Liliana, yeah.
$250 card when we pulled it.
That's good.
And it's still sitting around like close to $200 afterwards. So there's still big hits you could definitely hit in these. Kitna, I like this one. Art, the foil on that's amazing.
Oh, another Fabled Passage.
Yeah, that's cool. Failed Passage. I was thinking about running some of my standard deck just to get some like landfall.
I feel like
triggers.
this is very good.
The only downside it enters. No, this enters battlefield tap. Would these be known as a filter land? So
Filter. So there's shock, filter, fetch.
There's
and-
so many.
Greg,
it just-
you're like, Greg, let me stitch it. How much time do you have? How much, like
Yeah.
the Forrest Gump scene, you're talking
Yeah.
about the different lands.
Yeah, we're gonna be
There's
like-
fetch lands. I think that's about it.
I would have to start back during we were
Yeah.
opening Shrouded Fable.
right,
That's-
yeah.
We got fetch lands, stock lands, dual lands.
We got
We got tab dual lands, artifact dual
Artifact
lands,
lands. Dual lands.
Triome.
Tri lands. That's about it. The sun's down around
Yeah. Until next week when they make a new type, but these cards, the card's so text heavy, but it's fun. If that card was cheaper mana wise, that card could be a lot more valuable.
Normally we do 2 streams, but like I feel like for the site and me, we're so behind on the set releasing that we just wanted to get it out as fast as possible for you guys.
It's already a set coming out in a month and a half too.
Which set is that?
Duskmorn.
Oh, I haven't had any. Oh,
It's the
yes.
horror theme set.
Okay, that's right. I can't confirm or deny. I may be seeing that somewhere in the future. I have embargo rules.
Yeah, awesome.
I'll tell you afterwards on the stream because I can tell you.
Yeah,
Bird Cleric,
Berkeley, that's cool. It's a swan.
Swan deck.
Swan
It's all
deck.
about the Swan deck.
All right, we're going through these, so hopefully we'll have everything nice and cleaned up.
Oh, I'm gonna clean this up real fast. Alex is cursing, so I'll make sure to put that there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's cool. I haven't seen many. There's a lot of 3-costed legendary creatures, so you want like the bare minimum mana cost for a multicolor deck, 3-color deck. There's so many in the set that have really cool things that pay for larger ones. This card's a fun one too. I like all these interesting choices. Oh, that's an interesting signature. I like that. I'm gonna keep that just for the coolness of it. But yeah, we were almost like a third-ish, almost a quarter way through the box. And then yeah, it's gonna all boil down to these collector boosters where hopefully Craig can get a.
I still think we're getting good hits.
Oh yeah, no. I think
I feel like we're getting more hits, but we might. You got one big hit.
Yeah.
But we're getting a lot of little hits, like a lot of little wins.
Yeah, I think the consistency is probably the good thing. That also kind of shows like how the set is overall. If you can hit like a lot of things, like that's good. Trash Panda.
Again, if you're just joining the stream or just watching in the background, we appreciate the support. I'm Greg with Shacknews. This is Cody, the system manager here at the Sword and Board in Ukiah, California. Local gaming stores, support them, please.
Yeah.
They're important to the small economy. They're important to the local economy. Stop by. What do you call this? Do you call this the inn? Like, what do you call this room?
It's like a little tavern. We call it the role-playing room. So
the role-playing rooms.
yeah, we have primarily Dungeons & Dragons played here. We have it to make it look like a tavern. It was all done by one of our old employees. He left because he had to go to college. But
Derek?
it was Kai.
Oh, Kai.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He did everything with a little bit of assistance of his mom, but everything from like the roof to every wall, literally every nook and cranny. There's like literally, if you ever to come and visit, there's like little things behind like shelving where you're just like a little face.
Yeah, there's open board games, so you can come in during the day and play. It's cool stuff.
And we also have a lot of different various events that happen throughout the week. We have board game night every Tuesday, paint night every Thursday, Friday Night Magic every Friday. Every other Wednesday we have a throwback draft from sets that are a little older. Oh yeah, and of course if you like
there's just lots of stuff here.
Cuisine and stuff like that, we have a sushi place across the street with a gelato/coffee shop.
By the way, barter.
That's pretty cool.
Barterer.
Yeah.
And then we got a showcase art.
Yep.
Festival of Embers.
This card, like, I understand why they didn't make it as strong as they could, because there's already a card that exists.
It's like a mini board wipe, right? It's not. It's not quite a board wipe, or is that the HOW one?
This one, lets you pretty much recast cards from your graveyard, but this kind of gives you that consistency. But there's another card called Underworld Breach, which is very, very playable, to the point where it's like a lot of commander players and other non-commander decks run it as like a line for the deck. That's pretty good. If anything, that helps enable a lot of different other cards. Really pretty for this Luminous Brood Broth. But yeah, there's a lot of things. Yeah, if you're able to come by, and if you're ever in town, always feel free to swing by. We're open every day of the week. Our hours might not correlate to what it says on Google. If you do
always
Google us,
very day to day.
But yeah, if you play other games, like we have this room for Dungeons and Dragons, stuff like that, different role-playing games. We have the back area. We have like 12 tables set up for people that want to play.
And I would argue you guys have the largest Magic inventory within 60 miles in the county.
Yeah.
No, in the county, period.
Yeah.
Period. County, period.
Yeah, we tried, and of course, like we do have some higher end cards. So if you're looking for some more expensive cards, I know the owner personally owns all the Power 9. So if you were trying to look for some really high end cards, we have those. We constantly have dual lands in stock. And we try to supply as much support for as many formats as possible. And we always very cater to allowing communities to grow and thrive. So if there's like a new TCG that you might be interested in or something like that, if we're able to get it, we'll try to get going. Like, for example, I know Greg started showing up more for the Lorcana stuff because that's a new TCG that he and his wife enjoys. So,
Hugs!
Hugs, nice.
Yeah, we like that. Like they're doing a sealed tomorrow.
Yeah.
I won't be able to make that, unfortunately.
But,
Casey's actually getting stock now for Lorcana. That was rough for a hot minute there,
yes.
but he actually has a lot of in stock. So, come down.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of things. And of course, you're also walking distance for so many different things outside just food.
Sushi. You have sushi. We have sandwiches at Shots.
You have
There's a
some
Mexican
bakery.
place, although I'm not really too fan of the Mexican place.
There's Ville de Mar, which was across the street
Yeah.
over there. There's also, you go down a little further, you have Patrona, which is like more of a nice dining setting. They also have West Coast Seafood.
West Coast Seafood.
Yeah.
They're very expensive.
Yeah, but if you
Their
want to, like,
food is very expensive.
if you just want to sit down and dine, and of course there's.
I just could be old though. Too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so expensive. I remember when Denny's used to be $5.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we're getting a Denny's back. Did you hear about that?
I
They're
mean,
reopening it.
Awesome. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, if it's in the same location,
It is.
then yeah. I mean, that's the good part because I was like kind of like not super iconic. Cause I remember like driving through Ukiah or visiting and see the Denny's saying off the freeway, like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's close. Yeah, close to
Yeah.
eat. It's open 24 hours.
Yeah, my
so-
guy. This is like one of my favorite. I finally got my whole place of this guy, but this guy's really
You
fun.
finally pulled the full 4 set?
Yes.
Were
I
you
got-
missing 4?
We only pulled one, so I ended up getting 3 more, but I trade and, of course, luckily I have a little bit more leverage. If there's a card if I'm specifically looking for, I'm willing to give you full credit for a card. So
Oh, 100% credit.
yeah,
On the
Or
$3
even
card.
sometimes I've done like I went up to like almost 200% credit on my card before. Like,
Did you really?
Yeah, 'cause I needed it, and I just didn't want to crack 15 more packs. So, but I'm willing to do stuff like that because I also realistically for different formats, if you want to participate in things and you don't have a deck, I try to have a deck for most formats so people can participate if they don't have something. Of course, the competitiveness of it will vary because I don't want people to like be either too overly bogged down by like a very meta deck. Also, constantly try to keep circulation of cards. Also, another thing I try to make decks more fun is because usually those cards are not as expensive. Ooh, actually, a full one. I'll get my full playset of those for. Yeah, we're going through. This card. I just love the art of this card. Coiling Rebirth.
Coil Rebirth, yeah, it's a cool art too, yeah.
This one foil external art looks very, very pretty. Yeah, I think we're about halfway done with this box now. So, and after that we got the 6 collector boosters, and that's gonna be where most of the stuff's gonna really shine in. Hopefully you can see another raise one. I think we had somebody point out the fact that the full pull rate's like 3.43%. So, in a collector booster pack, so the chance we pulled one last time was very likely. Because I think we proceeded to sell the rest of that case and some other ones that nobody else got any use for quite a bit. That's cool. This one's interesting. People are really excited for this. If this was a red card in addition, this and Dockside Extortionist would have been like best friends. It's like everyone's like, oh, artifacts? You mean everything controls an artifact? So I'm gonna make infinite mana. Not infinite, but way too much mana. But yeah, there's a lot of fun things I would say with the current state of Magic. Outside of, again, like I think Greg's even talked about, the different SKUs and all that, but the items are inside of the cards, the product they're making. It definitely feels like there's still part of the heart and soul that like people enjoy about Magic still there. Of course, it's repackaged. Also, this year Magic's been, I think, one of the better ones with trying new planes, trying to do sets, getting new product out there. It feels like they're receiving criticism in a positive way and kind of reshifting their focus.
They did. They're figuring it out. I mean, when you release so many sets in tandem, besides, I think it's honestly arguably Hasbro's biggest profitable sector.
Yeah.
I mean, people like the thing is like if you complain that there's too many sets released or they're too close together, but they keep selling, nothing's going to change.
Oh yeah.
So like you have to not buy a set, and like they have some dollar sets, right? Some sets that aren't as bangers as others, but like the fact of the matter is they want to get you in the ecosystem, whatever the aesthetic is, whether it's Doctor Who, Talking Animals, Assassin's Creed, whatever, like that will enter you in the, and you may only buy that set, never buy any again, right? That's the whole point, right? I think the last cards I actually bought with my physical own money were Fallout, because I was like, I need to get some of those. Oh, nice. And that pile's getting really large.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. I mean, again, with the set, I think if this is not your set, luckily the next set's going to be very drastically different. So this has like a soft, cute, whimsical adorableness, and the next set's gonna be very horror themed. I don't know too much about all the odd details, but I'm assuming there's gonna be some definitely more horror themed cards going into there. So you might be like different horror set. But yeah, there's a lot of things I feel like this card's pretty solid. Don't even need one. Ooh, we got the Black Season. That's cool. Pretty fun one. Oh, that card's very pretty full.
Yeah. People are like, with that room, with that room. Like, we're working on it. We're working on it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I stepped away for a phone call. My wife's like, "You're still streaming?" I go, "We get a lot of products.
Yeah.
We had a lot of stuff to unbox." Luckily, like it's kind of a good thing. Like we kind of hit this early when you guys got it super early.
Oh yeah.
Like a week before it came out, which was nice.
Yeah, I would not like to imagine how to explain every little mechanic in the set.
Yeah. So like, you guys can watch that. If there's any lurkers, we have a VOD channel. It's up there on the VOD's channel.
And again, the mechanics. So I could briefly, of course, the cards might not correlate to what I'm going to be talking about, but so one of the mechanics are Offspring. Offspring is a mechanic when you play the card, kind of like a kicker ability. You pay an additional amount of mana, but you get a token of it that's a 1/1 that has all its words and abilities as it enters. And then you also have Expend. So that's when you spend mana on spells specifically. It can't be like activating abilities. But when you do that, you get an additional bonus that triggers usually once per turn.
If you have any questions, ask them in the chat. I know we have a lot of lurkers who watch our stuff, so if you have any questions about the game or strategies or whatever, just let Cody know.
No, trust me. Like, I understand lurking. There's some streamers I've been watching for. I've been like sub to one for like almost 4 years now. I've probably messaged 30 times over the 4 years. Like, it was more so just like commenting with things. But yeah, I know. Trust me. I understand not wanting like to overly be like, oh yeah. But you know, again, luckily, if you happen, again, kind of circling back to if you happen to be in town and come to the shop, we are trying to be usually as kind as possible, talkative, and we're always willing to engage with people.
They'll always help you find the product that'll fit you in the best. You know what I mean? Like, I've never played Magic. Oh, then here, buy 2-player starter deck or whatever.
Yeah, and that's one thing I'm happy to. So the fact that they've been still making Commander decks, but they've also made other products outside of Commander decks. Like they made starter decks and stuff like that. Definitely gives us, another cool.
The Assassin's Creed did that really cool 2-player thing, which was kind of cool.
Oh,
Your friend like Assassin's Creed was like really good. They didn't do Commander decks for that set, but that was a cool like entry point.
And I think both those decks were modern decks too, so you could play them in modern. So it gives you could, if you really want to, and you like want to get the competitive scene for like Magic, you can definitely do that.
Oh, Huskbuster. I thought it Huskburster. I thought it said Hulkbuster Swarm.
That card's really fun.
I said Hulkbuster Swarm. I'm like, what?
That's next year.
That's next year, yeah. Valley Flood Caller. I'm gonna say meh.
It's like okay.
It's all right.
I mean, the good part, it has synergy with some certain decks.
We'll call it a filler rare.
Yeah. Or cool, you got a full version of this one. That's awesome. This card's really cool. Again, like I said, it's one of the few cards that reduce the actual colored mana cost of a spell. Very few cards actually. It usually reduces the generic or colorless of a card. But that one is one of the few that does it, and it could. If you play blue enough, you have enough cantrippy spells like between Ops, Crusaders, that reducing that cost by that makes it immensely better. Yeah. So, it feels like I keep opening the same pack. I'm like, I've seen these cards so often. Again, like the art, I can distinguish like I've seen these cards a lot because the art's so bright and vivid and so much like going on with that's visually appealing. Like again, the colors are just so complementary to each set.
It's talking animals. There's also like Mouse Guard was like one of the Mouse Guard artists was a guest artist in this set, and like he's very popular. People really like that series. It's all about honestly like it's brilliant marketing. It's all about getting that that audience into Magic
Oh,
that
yeah.
would have never played it otherwise. It
Oh,
really
yeah.
is smart, yeah.
And I know other TCGs have been trying to get into other IPs, but
It's tough.
yeah,
I mean, but if you ever have the bandwidth to do it,
Those cards go
and
great.
like the legacy to do it, it's Magic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the thing.
yeah. Especially for a play game where people like, because there's a thing people could buy a set for that set and enjoy the crossover things about it and then leave it. But if you don't play the game, like if you get, I know people that are still playing Magic to this day because they got into it. Unfortunately, when everything was shut down in early COVID, they made a one set with like Godzilla in it, so people were getting some assisted money to help with like buying stuff. And of course, people were not the best financially with stuff, so those kind of splurged a little bit. But they splurged on some of the new Godzilla cards that came out, and they're still playing Magic to this day because they got into it and they took the extra steps to learn how to play the card game, and then they found other things like different things they didn't expect, and then I think nothing is more exciting for Magic is when you start getting that creative process and you're like, oh, I'm finding about this, and you're finding like color identity.
How does this color work,
Yeah.
and how does this work together? Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things like you could find out if you're not used to like this type of play style for games. Maybe you're like more of a TTRPG or a board gamer, but finding like a card game. And then the reason why, again, Commander is so popular as it is because it's played in multiple pods, up to 4 people. It gives it that accessibility that you can then play with multiple of your friends instead of just the one-on-one. And of course, I've never encouraged people to play more than 5 people, but 5 people is that's a lot.
Mockingbird.
Mockbird's actually a good card. I think this card's really solid. I know this card keeps selling out here. It's a fun card. But yeah, just Magic, I think, luckily, I think as soon as you start playing it, it's just really hard to leave it.
It's a good group thing to do, good group thing for friends to do. Commander's great with a group of friends. Like
And of course, I always tell people, play to your community. And your community could be you and your friends, or you and your local game store, or maybe you're more on the competitive scene, so you're actually caring for what the actual competitive meta is for the game. And those will vary from person to person. I know I've hit all aspects of that. I've definitely been like wanting to play in the more competitive scenes. I've also played very casually. Also have friends, plenty of friends that have their own cubes that they made. And those things kind of just, just almost like, it feels like almost an indefinite amount of ways to play this game. Even the Tiny Leaders format that we support, that was even like not even like the biggest recognized format, but we had 40 people show up for a tournament and they were playing for a dual land. So with that being said, there's just so much things available that you could just kind of delve deep into it and just be, I mean, it's easy to feel oversworn by it, but at the same time, it's very accessible if you just stick to one thing. Unfortunately for me, I've been playing this game, collecting this game and playing it for like 25, 26 years now. So I was very young when I started playing this, but again, it's kind of stuck with me, and I have the nostalgia. And of course, this is a 31st year. It's been around 31 years. There's so much stuff to look back on, and some things that definitely have, you could definitely have nostalgia. And the crazy part, I've known people that are getting nostalgia for cards I would not.
Nostalgia is dude, trust me, it's very, but people, there have been companies built off nostalgia, Sideshow. They just make statues of characters that you grew up with, and that's just what it is.
All right, this is the last play booster.
The last play booster of the thing. I just I comment like, they're like, here's an animatronic from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. He's like, my childhood. I'm like, dude, you're like 12. Like, what do you mean childhood? Like, you're still a child.
I think the funny part is I was like in my mid-20s when Fortnite, like the Battle Royale, because I remember when it first came out because I enjoyed games like Orcs versus...
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Orcs Must Die.
Orcs Must Die,
yeah. So like the whole like pit walls and traps and everything. It's like, that's like kind of like that, but you have unlimited free range type one. That's why I first got intrigued by Fortnite.
Yeah, and then everyone abandoned that and Battle Royale came out.
I mean, the funny part, I'm like one of the few people, me and my friend, because there was this
you
thing.
play Save the Night or whatever?
Yeah, we completed the whole thing. Like, so we were like into it, and Battle Royale was a secondary thing. And also, I feel sorry for the people that didn't play it because you just give you free V-Bucks. I think I probably earned like $500+ of just free V-Bucks because there's daily missions. You log in, like, oh, cool, 50 V-Bucks, 100
Not
V-Bucks.
anymore. There's not.
No, yeah, they removed that. They removed
not,
that.
Not anymore.
But that game is turning 7 years old next month. I'm like, oh.
7, almost double digits.
Yeah, I'm like, no, not 7, right?
Almost.
I'm like, this game just, oh no, it is. Isn't
It's
it?
almost a decade.
I was like, yeah, I've been
Not quite retro yet. Another couple years.
Yeah.
Very retro.
I mean,
My nephew has spent like $200 in V-Bucks, and I'm trying to tell him, please stop spending. Like, he wants his own Switch. I'm like, dude, you could have had your own Switch right now.
no.
But he's like, no, but the store, they're going to get rid of them. I'm like, dude, then they get rid of them.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need these many skins and dances. You can't even equip them all. You know, it's
Yeah.
very, 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 very weird.
It's that consumer, and they just like.
It's just, they get that's the thing I don't like. Like, I think the game's fine.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just that, but they get their hooks in the kids. And then they're
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, but it leaves, it's never coming back. Like,
Yeah.
they say
No,
it's never
trust
coming
me.
back.
I on Reddit I used to follow like this thing where it was like a weekly thing, like these are things, and it'll have like it's been 1,726 days since this has been in there. I'm like, people keep track the last minute.
Yeah, they
of
do.
what's in
They
there.
do.
It's
The
like,
Ghostbusters stuff's coming up back in November, and I'm excited. I'll get that when it comes out. But like,
oh yeah.
that's, yeah.
The thing is like, because you can just find the niche thing. Like, of course, the game has, and this soon Magic will be the same thing too. It's like these two things, like the fact that you have Master Chief, a prominently Microsoft formatted like character, so gross with Microsoft. You have Kratos, PlayStation exclusive. Have them fight together with Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
which
it's Internet the game, man. It's
Yeah.
Internet the game. It's
Yeah.
become Internet the game.
Yeah, and like things that get popular in there, songs that get popular, remixes of songs.
I get still made fun of because I have the basic emote. I was bullied into buying a skin,
Uh-huh.
so I bought the Gambit skin. And then like I was bullied. They're trying to bully me to get an emote. They're like, you said the basic emote. I'm like, I don't care about the emote.
Oh yeah, and plus they've been giving out a lot of free stuff too in the game to give like, hey,
Ooh, how does this work? Is this gonna be weird?
yeah, we're gonna do backwards, but luckily there's only 6 packs, and so we can do.
Yeah, we're on the collector boosters now, folks.
Yeah.
This is what you've been waiting for. We're gonna get all the serialized cards.
Yes, easy.
It's serialized cards.
All right, and call. This should be the land. No, the next one's gonna be the land. Oh, fairly I'm off. There it is. Those went off. So it's cool. And now this will be our first rare. Okay, now I collected. This one's a pretty decent card. This should be a commander card right here.
Extended art.
Yeah. Assuming that's the commander
I'm
set.
learning. I'm learning the how. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
It's like a quiz.
So is it kind of like it tapers
Yeah,
off and fades
right.
up there? Yes. Also, another telltale sign it's like extended art. They remove all the flavor text from the card and reminder text.
Another extended art. Another extended art.
Yeah. Well, I guess they don't remove it anymore now. Then this should be your first. Okay.
Ooh.
It's one of the commander cards. I like. Yeah. I think we talked about this as a.
Oh yeah, the
Piece-
strawberry, the blueberry, whatever it's
It's a
called.
rabbit pulling something out of a hat. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then last card, Birds of Paradise.
Whoa, that's a reprint, right?
Yep. And this is a.
That's a good card.
This is a special guest card. Yeah. Cool. That's
It
pretty
taps for any color, right? That's
Yep.
the thing. I see. I did play Magic. Yeah, I didn't even see
I
it.
did
I knew.
cool.
That's a very popular card for a
Oh,
hot
yeah.
minute.
Oh, yeah.
And they reprinted it in 10, and it was like you have to get the card.
Oh yeah, I think if you still happen to get a 7th edition full, it's still I forget how many hundreds, like so like what $300, $400 for that card.
So the farther you go back, the more it's worth.
Yeah. All right, so we got. Let's see. Of course, some of these cards like the foiling on it really pops, depth and everything. Squirrels, green black squirrels.
Squirrelkin, squirrel folk.
Consumed by greed. And this should be the last one. And then land. No. Maybe I'll get it right. Now land. Alright, first rare. Which one? It's an okay card. The commander card. It's an interesting one. Badger. That cares about funguses and spores, so
No hugs.
no hugs. Ooh, this card's good. I know people are looking for this card. And okay, it's a guest card. So this is Ink Eye. Could
Oh,
be your
Ink Eyes, yeah. We pulled some. You pulled some of those last time we did. Yeah, that's a good card.
And the last rare for this one. Oh, for the common good. Interesting. a lot going on in this art. But
Yeah, is that who's the artist?
Ellie Livingston. Cool. Yeah, they definitely have that very like whimsical, flowing like art style. Right, so we're halfway now.
A few more.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so far the set's been pretty fun, very enjoyable. Of course, if we get this one of those raised cards, we'd be doing very well. But we'll see how far he goes. Carrot Cake's a fun card. Some of these duo cards are interesting. I like the fact that they have like both the creature typings on it. Like, how's this thing a rabbit frog? I'm like, I don't know how
It's a how do you say rog
rog.
or frobbit?
Frobbit.
I like frobbit better. Frobbit sounds better.
Watch out for the frobbit.
Yeah.
And this should be the land. Yes, now I got it. So it's
Oh, that's cool how you're
That
how you're
fits.
doing that way. Yeah.
these are all the commons and commons, and this should be the first rare, which is gonna be that's a good card actually. I think if you're doing things, just the fact that it adds one more damage to everything that those creature types do. It's pretty awesome. Tracks go. And when if you spend 8 mana, return up to 1 permanent from a giver to your end. That's okay. It's not the best, but it's fun. It's unique. Quest Valley, or Valley Quest Caller. This one's pretty cool. It's a people call it lords, but it's a lord for so many different creature types. It's pretty decent. Ooh, Route Math. I think this one's fun. I think because we've got the normal one of this, the showcase one, the borderless one, is pretty good. It's like
Oh, the Viper.
I think it shows like the anatomy, how it works, and everything. And then the last rare for this pack is going to be a Barterer. Interesting. I mean, good part you got the borderless mythic. Please look. It's Rotten Mouth Viper. Right.
A borderless mythic? Is that what just borderless?
It's
right?
borderless, yeah. And it's a mythic, so. It's Elden. Pretty solid. So let's go. I don't know if I'll place it yet, but I'll double check. Some of these commons and commons, yeah, we've already seen. Quite literally, probably, I'm going to
Fish.
joke, maybe 100 times already.
Fish.
Fish. Repel.
That's the only card I need.
Fish. Last one. Lands. First rare. Starfall Invocation. It's like an okay. It's very. This one's quite literally like very bright, like visually, not even with light on it.
Yeah, just the foils bounce off our little LED light.
Oh, is this the one I think it is? Yeah, this card. People go crazy with this card. So this one is.
Bloodroot.
The reason people like this card is 3 mana, 3/3 toxic 2, so you can put toxic counters people. But it's whenever opponents sacrifice a non-token, non-creature token, so like a treasure token, it hurts them and it kills people. So it punishes people for playing certain decks. So this card is getting a lot more play recently. School Ranger Forge means exile cards from your graveyard. Add combo. So this one's pretty decent. Fun. 2 good commander, 1 commander card, one not. This is a reprint guest card. It's a partner. Weird.
Dragon Speaker.
Yeah, so this is from Khans of Takir. One of the dragons is Ojutai. So this is the speaker of Ojutai. It's oh wow. Oh cool. Yeah,
Dude, yes! We got the Japanese one! The Japanese artist one, right? Is that that's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, so actually you're really lucky. This is the raised foil and everything. That's
Wow, hell yeah, we did it! We did it, fam! We did it.
Good job. Pricey card too. This card is the highest version of the card you could pull.
Borderless? Is that what he is?
Yeah, this is the raised foil.
Oh, the raised.
So Rao Crackling Wit raised. I'm assuming it's probably like $150 to $200.
Oh, I gotta do more of them.
Comic big should put the
Oh,
comma.
comma, right.
Yeah. Trust me, that's
Oh my god. Okay. No, we did it. 350. We did it.
Yep. So this
We
one.
did it, fam.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We made it.
Again, after I opened quite literally exactly 4 times the amount of packs as this, and separate we still have 2 packs left. Yeah, I think you were right.
Let me get a case for that one. Let me get a thing for you.
You also got a texture foil too from the Assassin's Creed one,
Actually, we have 'em right
which
here.
is also really unlikely for like the texture cards are like about the same equivalent pull rate. So, yeah, Greg got pretty good in
We
the
did
packs.
it. We did it. Yeah, that's a good pack. We
Yeah.
it's a lottery. No
Yeah.
heavy, no whammy. That's what I say.
Let's see if we can do it twice. Get Thunder Strike twice. Lightning Strike twice. Thunder or Stroke. That'd be kind of weird. But let's see if we could at least get a glimpse of what we just did. Good job on the pack though. I was like, Wizards has their favorites. No, I was kidding. But yeah, no, it's been very fun. Yeah, we're nearing the last few packs.
Triple digit cards go in hard case.
Yes, yes.
Immediately.
Yeah,
They do
let's-
not get thrown in like that.
So this right here, he peers from the back. And the good part, I love the fact that he's blurred out, but it puts more emphasis on the.
It does. Yeah,
this.
that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's definitely a clip-worthy card right there. Oh, sorry, just kind of flipping the cards over. Just trying to get to the rares. All right, first rare. Not a bad card to start off with. The infamous Crow Claw. I think it's pretty fun. New Lizard. Oh, it's not legal and standard, but it's fun. Oh boy. Point of Calamity. Oh, that's a pretty fun card. And then, oh cool. And Queen. Pretty cool.
Oh, sick. That's rad. It's not standard. That's not standard though.
Yeah.
That's a cool card though. I like the insect stuff.
The last one is a Jackdaw's Savior.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I mean,
I like that. I like that art.
Kind of like what I stated earlier, everything's gonna fall kind of shy in comparison to this RAL, considering that not many cards have a chance of being that high ticket wise.
No.
Yeah. The fact that it's like very rarely can you like it quite literally feels like a gamble, but
It is.
yeah.
It's gambling.
Yeah.
Let's not mix words here. It is.
Yeah.
Like when you're buying cards hoping to hit it big, but that's the adrenaline. That's
Oh
the
yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. And it's especially, I mean, the good part I think about this, even if you don't want, like, if you're trying to, of course, I recommend don't play a TCG. Just try to look for these cards, but of course, it's nothing like that endorphin rush when you.
There's,
like, yeah.
Well, I think what you're trying to say is like don't
Yeah.
play the card game solely because you want to invest.
Yes. Yeah.
Like it's not a good investment.
Yeah.
It's a high risk investment. I mean, there's people who do that. We're seeing at Arcana, people are gobbling up product, thinking they're going to be worth $200,000
Yeah.
20 years from now, and that might be the case.
Yeah.
But it might not be. One collector set screws all that up.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know,
Yeah.
there's no rules about reprinting Arcana cards.
Yeah.
It would be like if they reprinted Black Lotus.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's not that it would drive the beta down. It's always the beta, but it would go down. You know, because
Yeah.
now there's more in circulation or whatever. Still, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I think this set is just worth buying because the set's a fun set. Now, it's really realistically why you should be buying a product for like Magic stuff like that because you just enjoy the set.
Whatever aesthetic you like.
Yeah.
Whatever you're into. If you like, people who are Mice Guard are going to buy the set, even if
Oh,
you've never
yeah.
played Magic before. If
Yeah.
you're into Mice Guard, you're going to buy the set because you're going to want those David Peterson arts.
Oh boy, so much
Ooh.
text. Yeah, it's the other card. Like it was just the
That's pretty.
the showcase
That's
version.
extended, right?
Yeah. And then Michael, okay. And the last card of the pack, and the last one is going to be a
Foil. Who?
Looks
Who's the
pretty-
artist on that one?
David Peterson.
Yeah, we interviewed him. He's on the
Yeah.
site. Go
Awesome.
check it
Good,
out.
good thing that they finished off on. Nice, yeah. That's the last card set, but realistically, to pull something like this is very unlikely. But the chance that you did it twice in 2 different
We
streams.
did twice in 2 different streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This time only with a quarter of the amount of packs
We
this
did.
time.
Yeah, you did. You did with the whole booster box.
So luckily that's amazing for everybody that did happen to watch most of the stream. Like 'cause I know Raider was in this for most of the stream.
Yeah, Raiders hanging out. Yeah.
And then of course we had some people locals drop by. But yeah, no, it's been very fun. Also a wonderful set. Cars going back further. This is the stack of rares and good cards we found, and of course I have my own stack.
Yeah, go over your stack. The stack that you pulled out
Oh,
just
yeah.
because I want you to talk about what you're doing with the deck before we
Oh
head
yeah.
out.
So luckily for me, my deck is just themed around lizard. So you have cards like Shell.
It is a modern
Explosive.
deck too. So
Yeah. And of course I just grabbed it because I like the art of this card. But yeah, you got some target removal, which is fun. This card has the only drawback is the sorcery, but for 2 mana destroy any creature, it's pretty good. Usually 2 mana cards like you start-
non-black, non-artifact,
yeah,
right?
and stuff like that. Or if it does this, it has a multicolor cost. And the good part, it's not black, it's generic black, so it's easy to add to most decks. Also, the art's very pretty on it. Of course, I'm just trying to full out my deck because, some people want to be the collector person. Like, if the card's cheap, of course, why not go full? Especially if you double sleeve your deck. It's going to be a good condition. And also, this card, each time I try to pick up this card, but I've been out of it. The funny part, I only have one of them, so this actually completes my playset. So, good part, I'm actually, hopefully, able to complete my playset. And, yeah, the deck's very, like, an aggro tempo, like, tribal deck, so it's been very fun. I've been enjoying it. And, of course, we got to go over to, back with
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. Yeah, again, we've been pulling hit after hit from every
We
set.
did. We had a really good pull. Really good. It was a 4-hour session almost. A
Yeah.
little over 4 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think the fact that it's been consistently pulling good cards like Leonardo da Vinci, the Altair, the Ezio, all these other cards, like everything's been pretty consistent across the board for everything.
Even Pokemon. Even Pokemon was pretty
even
consistent.
For only 20 packs, you got, let's see, there was this pull, that one, that one, that one, and this one. So the fact you got this many pulls in just such a limited product, and also with no duplicates either.
Yeah, we didn't fully do it.
Out of, again, 20 packs from such a small set, seeing that many things. Because the pull rate's still the same as like a normal set. That's why we saw so many consistent like rares. But yeah, no, I think your pulls for today have been way above average. And of course, as you know, very well above.
Yeah, I mean, we're hoping to get one of the Planeswalkers, and we did.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome. Wonderful. Well,
that was awesome. Cody, thank you so much. We're at the Sword and Board again, Ucala, California, Mendocino County. Come check us out. Thanks for watching the stream. We do this as often as we can when there's new product. There's going to be another set coming out soon.
Yeah, about a month and a half.
So we'll probably do, if you guys get that early,
yeah,
we can do a stream. We'll be
with
doing that. Dark, what was it called? Dark something?
Duskmore.
Duskmore, which
So
is cool. A little
Probably
dark.
in like a month because we get it a week early. So if we work with the conjunction of the owner and everything, we can always set up a thing and we'll let you know when we'll get that in.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's been wonderful, and we're looking forward to other sets too.
Yeah. Otherwise, check out the site shacknews.com we have interviews with David Peterson. We have insight on the Assassin's Creed design as well, like a lot of Magic stuff. Thanks for watching to the coast, and I will see you guys hopefully soon. And then you can just stop streaming whenever you want to. We know when to, Cody. Thanks, guys.
No problem. It's this one right here. Right, that one?
Yep.